Wake up, Lincoln.
Come on, it's 6 o'clock. Rise and shine, rise and shine.
It's time for Early Break. Brought to you by Sand Hills Global. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's Jake Sorensen.
Did seem kind of meh.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
Surprisingly good.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
I want to buy a couple ducks. I'm bringing 2 ducks to the office.
This is Early Break.
Good morning. Happy Monday to you, Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Hope you had a great weekend. I'm sure we're getting some texts this morning from Greg about the weather situation outside coming in hot. Seen some storms.
What's Greg got?
Saw some lightning this morning on the way in.
Oh, no, he
Waiting
doesn't.
for an update from Greg
So
this
Greg
morning.
says no rain.
No, you guys have sufficiently beat him down.
Oh,
What are you talking about?
No, it's like
He brought it upon himself.
Steve, this is like when you go to HR. Like HR fired me. No, they didn't. You fired yourself. HR didn't fire him. Greg predicted to hang on the next 3 to 4 minutes because the storm's coming through. It's going to be something.
Right.
And it was crystal clear, and there was no
It's actually perfect out.
perfect out. Yeah. So this is brought upon. So this is a chance for Greg to
What?
redeem himself.
I'm
An
not sure
update.
he's in the mood for redemption, but maybe at some point it does. It's dark. I mean, you got to be happier. Look at
Oh,
it. Looks like December out there right
it's
now.
It is
unbelievable.
dark.
Remember a while back, Jake saying, he goes, I think I could golf at 5:30. Now you can't.
Not
No,
right now.
that was probably right before the longest day of the
Yes.
year. I walked in, it was like 5:45. Said, this is definitely, I could tee off this. Nope, no chance. You're
It's
waiting.
back.
You're waiting for like an hour at this point.
We're down roughly 9 minutes since that day. So everything.
Are we down? Is that right?
A minute a day.
Bill has the count
A
on.
minute a day.
We're down 9
When we hit August 1, we're going to start getting in ourselves into like 6:15 ish time. Will still be very dark, and that will be a better time.
Wait a second. What? When will that be? You say what point? Mid-July?
Mid-July.
No kidding.
Yeah. Let's go back
Wow.
to the minute a day.
Yeah.
That's the part that's getting you right now, isn't it? Just the straight mathematics of this.
Math
It's
is
all
hard,
hitting me
Bill.
fairly
It's
hard.
early. It's early for math right
It-
now.
it
It's
really
early on a
is.
Monday.
Yeah.
And that concept, July 15th will be dark at this point.
Yes.
Or at least darker.
Darker. Yeah.
It's dark today because there seems to be some storm activity.
We wouldn't know without Greg's expertise, though. So
What is
should
going
check
on
in
out
with
there,
it, Greg.
breakers? What is going on out there?
Nothing right now. I mean, nothing downtown.
Bunch of lightning down south.
Yeah, it's
Down
south of us.
south.
Looks
Down
like
south,
Beatrice
yeah.
is in harm's way.
Could be.
to me.
Better check with my
Cortland.
people.
Cortland, take cover.
Cover.
Just trying to help out. Just trying to watch out for the people of
Get
Cortland.
wrong.
Roca.
Yeah, all of them. All of the villas.
Yes, we
The
are watching
villas.
out for him. Well,
Scooter, pack up the
Yeah,
fireworks.
Need the
Yeah.
fireworks to be safe out there, Scooter.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, I had a moment with Bullet. Walked to the foot of the driveway yesterday. This was like at noon.
Mhm.
Heard a pop
Yep.
in the distance.
Yep.
And that was it.
That's it. Turned right back around.
Looked at me, turned around, walked in the house. That's it. So we're in it now.
We're in it. Yeah. I was walking Sugar last night about.
How was she?
Pretty good. That last night wasn't a bad walk. We had to wait till 7:30 or so, 7:30. But we walked and she heard one in the distance and it immediately caught her and she kind of looked around and looked at me like, "What are we doing?" And then we immediately headed home. We were a ways away
so it
from
does
home.
bother her?
Yes. Doesn't freak her out though. But this one was. I mean, I could barely hear it.
Right.
And so, but immediately she had that look like, "What's going on?"
They can hear him in the distance.
Yeah. And then at night when they start going off about 10:30, then she's not too happy.
Okay, so my amateur read is she handles it a little bit better than Bullet.
Yes, from right now what I picked up, yes.
Yeah.
I was driving back from through Fremont yesterday,
And?
and I thought my car exploded for a quick second. Driving down the 77,
Had a
right
rough weekend.
through downtown Fremont.
You thought
And
the Accord blew up?
I'm just saying, I'm driving, and then boom! What in the hell was that? I felt it into the car. I said, what the hell was that? Did my tire explode? Did something? I'm waiting for the engine errors. Just nothing lit up. So I pull over a few blocks later. I said, what's happening? I look at the car. I see nothing. It had to be a firework that was like that went off
Someone
right.
lit an M80
That went
off right-
right by the car. I felt it.
Oh,
I felt it in the car. I'm
that's kinda
driving.
Scary, actually.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I hope this morning the car drove fine. I didn't see any sort of issues at all. I didn't see any sort of leaking anywhere.
it had to be.
So I'm telling
The
you,
Accord.
if you were in the car and this, you would have said, "Oh my God, what just happened? Something blew up in this car." But no, it had to be a firework that went off right by the car or
Oh,
under the
God.
car somehow.
Oh God.
It was loud.
Had- Jake, were you
God.
frustrated at all with Fremont with the detour?
Yes, I was.
Yes, I
I've been
yes.
through Fremont in a long time,
And they have a-
and that was frustrating.
They've shut off 77 right at the crux of
Yep.
Fremont.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and it's a lot. It makes you whip around town a little bit.
Whoa.
Although,
That's news.
so when I was coming into town, so north to south, Jake, as you were traveling yesterday, did you go left or right
I went left at the detour and then quick right.
quickly?
Say again.
Well,
Left at the
I went.
detour.
I was coming from the north, so at the crux,
Yeah.
whatever that road. I don't know what the highway is there, but
Yeah.
I turned left and then took the very first right at the stoplight, and then went like I don't know, 20 blocks on that, and then back on the main road
Did you come out by Zesto?
near Zesto. Yeah,
Yes, near
yep,
Zesto.
near Zesto.
I
yes.
wanted to stop at Zesto, but their line was quite heavy. But I went to the right, Jake,
You went right.
which is not normal for me. I went to the right down to the first stoplight and took a left. There was some incredible homes that must have been built. I don't know how old they are. They have to be 100 years old.
Really?
And they were immaculate. I've never been on that road in my life. So I was happy. I embraced
A new road.
I embraced the detour. Be sure
That sounds like a Bill's
to
through
enjoy
right there.
the
Don't do that.
detour.
There's an early
Blowing.
Early
Yeah.
Bill's through.
Yes.
You just
Being
want to
sure-
do Bill's thrill. Start the music up.
Start.
I don't have it pulled up yet.
No, you're
Sorry.
fine.
Yes. The
Um,
detour was
Does sound like a
incredible
Bill's
for me.
thrill zone.
That was
Yes.
that was frustrating though. But yeah, you're right. I didn't know that Fremont had like a meat market a block off the main road. I had never heard
See?
the Fremont
This is a Bill
meat
Spinner
market.
music.
It's like in a house. It's basically in a house.
Really?
Someone if you live in Fremont, it appeared to be some sort of old house that the Fremont meat market was in.
You sure you weren't rattled by the?
It wasn't. Well, I was probably still rattled, but I don't
Explosion.
think I read the words right still. Right
Can
off
you
the main
imagine
road.
some kids laughing as they shot that M80 off underneath the deal and watching Jake jump?
I want to see my
I
my
get out of his
reaction
car.
again.
That would I was gonna
Look, he got out of his car.
They're laughing so
He
hard.
thinks there's something wrong with his car.
Look at the albino getting out of his car.
It was.
He's an albino.
I wish I could see my reaction again.
Mom, he's an albino.
They've been waiting for one all day.
Wish I could see the reaction. That was not fun. That was a scary situation.
Yeah. Okay.
I thought something was. First thought was blew a tire.
Yeah.
It was that kind of loud,
Uh huh.
but I don't. Must not.
I
must
just
not have
wonder
been.
if that thing. I mean, it sort of sounds like a dangerous situation, to be honest. If it blew up that close to your car on a road,
I don't know if it.
That would freak me
I
out.
I
would.
felt that the car got some sort of reaction to that.
Oh, not good, Jake. I'm sorry.
Whether it blew up
Yeah.
under it or by it, I got the explosion.
that woke you up.
And I needed that. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
tired. It
I
was,
think
a tiring drive.
I praise kids and fun with fireworks. Not if they're shooting one into someone's car. If that's like my nephew, I'm like,
100.
hang on, come here,
Right.
come here. We're not doing that.
100. Yeah.
Also, we don't really know if it went on.
It
underneath Jake's
it
car.
was
block
some,
away.
Could have been a block away. So
it was somewhere
now,
very close. I
don't
felt
think-
it in the car.
I don't. There's a lot of
It was
discrepancy
way
here.
too loud
And it could
way
have also
too.
it could have also just been like a little inch and a half or something maybe.
If you guys had felt that hurt, you said, okay, that was significant.
Oh,
It was it was pretty
yeah.
crazy.
Oh yeah, they get out of control.
You know,
those
there's
wild-
usually that one guy. It might be like at some gathering, or they're all sitting around like you do in Nebraska. You sit in the driveways a lot. You know, lawn chairs in driveways and stuff. And sometimes there's the one guy that will light off an M80 underneath someone's lawn chair, and just for the fun of it. And usually it's super funny and also probably not right.
What do we celebrate at that
Yeah,
point?
exactly. What are we celebrating when we just
Our
scared the
forefathers
just
would
scared the
be
living
like
crap
that.
out of Aunt Cracky? You know, it's like
What,
what just happened?
What are we doing?
The
So
first
there-
the first words that Bill asked me this morning were how was the bender this
Yeah,
week?
the
Yeah,
bender.
it was a bender. It was a bender. I found myself awake still at 2:45 in the
bender.
morning, Sunday morning, Saturday night, 2:45 a.m. Still up. Got back to the house at 2:30 in Sioux City, where we were staying at.
Yeah.
So you must have been at the casino. You're at the Hard Rock.
We went to the Hard Rock. I played craps for the first time ever.
Nice.
Didn't lose. Was up.
Good.
Wasn't
Jake
up
would
that
be
much.
one of the great craps. There's a lot of energy in craps.
It was fun.
And so
Oh,
Jake
and-
would have been. I mean, that's a spirit animal right there.
Well, and also we were, it was going well for everybody.
Yeah.
They started off hot. So you get in there first time playing and it's going great. Yeah, there's high energy for sure at 12:45 in the morning, then 1:30.
This is a Hard
Rock,
Casino.
Sioux City. Yes.
Where is this? Paint a picture.
Right
please.
downtown.
right
Sioux City.
by the bridge. Just right. Yeah.
Okay.
Played craps. Didn't lose. Still not really sure what I was doing out there, but I didn't lose money, so that's
Hey,
positive.
good job. Good job. Sounds fun so
Then
far.
we went to a place called La Juanita's, great Mexican food in downtown Sioux City.
Okay.
The problem is to get back at 2:30. I sent you guys a picture from La Juan's. They had a jukebox in there.
That's where that was from. Okay.
That was La Juan's. La Juan's.
That was at not 2:30 p.m. That was
No.
2:30 a.m.
a.m. That was definitely probably about
Okay.
2 a.m. That picture came into the group chat.
Okay. Yeah, I was startled by that in my sleep. Fine, I wasn't.
That woke you up.
I mean, I think I was kind of happy.
You don't have to have the dings on at night. You can turn it on silent. You should have it on silent mode,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah. No, I'm not. I was kind of half up, so it's not a problem.
And you have a new haircut.
I don't.
That's a new haircut.
It
Yes,
looks
you.
pretty
That's a
fresh.
complete lie. That's a.
It
You
looks
just
pretty
lied.
fresh.
That's a new haircut. Why
Don't-
would you?
why would
Why
you-
would you have to push back on that? No, I don't. Yeah, you do.
We
It's a
see
new
your
haircut.
every
I don't
day.
know why. I
And
don't know why.
And I sent you guys stuff that there's this new invention
Mhm.
for hair.
That's disgusting. What you did.
It
What?
was kind of a gross picture.
Just a weird picture, but all it just showed how we can bring hair
Hold on.
follicles to life.
Yeah, researchers found a promising molecule
Yes.
that could finally cure baldness by waking up dormant hair follicles.
Dormant.
Dormant.
Yeah, it's just
See?
it's all green and.
I don't think your hair would be green. I think it was just a. I think that was, that's not going to
It
happen.
shows your head with those
It is weird.
craters on
Yeah.
it.
Seems
Disgusting.
the colors are odd. There.
But anyway, well, thank you for that. I'll keep that in mind.
Trying to help out.
Yeah.
Trying to help out. And then Jake playing Landman yesterday.
I
Landman.
played. We played Crofton and Hardington Friday. We played Tatanka on Saturday and played Landman Sunday. Shot guns Saturday.
I'm sorry.
I went out and shot guns after the round of golf on Saturday.
Jake with firearms.
Craps,
you know what?
Craps,
gambling,
guns,
Bender.
Bender. That's a bender.
We rode-
What am I dealing with?
We rode
Yeah.
4-wheelers on the farm as well around the whole property. It was great. It was a very fun. It was very
I
fun.
can
You're
see
like
Jake-
Kid Rock.
He actually
I
Jake
felt
with
like
a holster on, riding around,
shooting guns on the
Shooting guns.
4-wheelers.
just peer him. Like Yosemite Sam was that.
Yeah, fired.
Uh,
I don't know
yeah.
how much you want to reveal about this firearms.
I fired a
situation.
20 gauge, fired a pistol,
Yeah.
a couple of different shotguns.
Were
Otherwise,
you shooting blue rocks or what were you
we
shooting?
were shooting the clay, the orange
Oh, okay.
clays.
Okay. Were you adept?
I actually was doing pretty good. You could ask the guys. I was respectable. I think I hit over half my clays.
Nice. Maybe you have a
How?
natural.
And I hadn't shot a gun
Talent.
probably, I don't know, 10 years or so. Probably at least 10 years.
Mhm.
Figured it out. My second shot, nailed it.
Powder.
First shot, nowhere close. Second shot, right on it.
What a weekend.
What a weekend.
It was fun.
He's driving
Craps,
four-wheelers.
guns. Yeah.
Driving four-wheelers.
That was a
craps,
blast.
guns, golf. Yes. Bender.
It was a complete. It was a complete bender. And I was very,
Okay.
very,
All right.
very,
we get it.
very tired driving home yesterday.
I'm just telling you right now, where would I be right now, Steve?
Probably in the ER.
Probably in the ER. I
for
wouldn't come
sure
to-
in bed.
There's no way I'd work this week. There's no chance I could work this week. And
You
Jake's here. Jake's here
I
now.
tried to go to bed at 9 o'clock last night. My body just wouldn't let me fall asleep. So
Really?
I kind of fought it. And I was like, now you're like, I need to go to sleep. Need to go to sleep. Now you're thinking about it too much, and then you don't sleep
Benadryl.
as much as you should.
Benadryl.
I took no Benadryl or any sort of medicine at all.
Sometimes Benadryl. I think
Benadryl
you
will
can
get
say
you.
that on the air, can't you? Benadryl's okay.
Why can't you say that?
I think Benadryl's legal. You can buy it anywhere.
Yeah,
So, yes.
Benadryl's fine.
Well, what I'm getting at
pretty
is would
common-
Are you
some-
talking about street Benadryl?
No.
Yeah. no. Which type of Benadryl are you
what
talking
I'm
about here?
suggesting is would people push back on the idea that you need to take something to go to sleep? I don't know. 4645685. You seem okay. You're a little
Yes.
grumpy today, but
I don't know if I'm grumpy.
I got after
I'm
because I
definitely
didn't hear you
tired.
say hi.
Well, you
I
said,
could-
"Where's Jake?" I said, "I'm waving over. I'm literally across the glass. Look at the glass. I'm here."
I
That's what I
It's
said.
fine. It's fine.
Yes, Bill.
Well, I'm trying to think where I wanted to go with this with Jake.
With
When
the bender?
I talked to Jake on Friday about some work stuff, and I was
Yes.
doing some work stuff myself. I was in
Yes.
the middle of some stuff.
Yeah, what was I doing?
And Jake was already teeing off. This is
I'm
like,
trying to think what time was. I
Yeah,
what time you called me.
I don't know what it was. It was in, we
Look
talked.
at him. He doesn't even look tired.
Yeah, it was in
Look
Crofton.
at the phone.
was
You
in-
called me
I had I was doing work stuff
at 1:52.
and
Yes,
Jake,
we were about
Jake
to
was
tee
already,
off.
Jake was already getting ready to tee
Yes.
off. At 1:52, I'm like, whoa, what do you mean? He goes, no, we're already in Crofton.
We were in
I'm-
Hardington at that
Hardington
point.
time, yeah. So we had to leave.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I called you right before we were teeing off.
You guys, how many people in your party?
Four people.
You guys got after it.
Yes,
Was
we
that
did.
was that Farley's here?
Yes,
Terrell
Farley's here.
Farley.
Yes, he's
He
up
works
front.
here.
T. Farley. 4 people, including Elizabeth's brother.
Yes, Taylor.
Big
We,
fan.
we
of
stayed at his house on Saturday night.
Yeah, big fan of Taylor. Taylor's a great kid. So yeah.
Well, he's from the farm. He gets on the 4-wheelers. He had some of the guns as well. We were shooting.
So he was in charge of, hey, listen, you had the 4-wheelers and the guns, and you have the golf.
We're staying at your
then
house.
who
You're
was-
driving the car. Also.
Who was the Evan Williams?
Yeah.
That'd be Scott. Scott would have had the libations
Yeah.
for sure with us, and some of the ammo as well.
Ammo and libations.
Yes. It's
Okay.
very
And
very good,
gambling.
very
This
good
is
combination.
This
here.
is I'm Steve nailed it. And then Kid Rock showed up.
Yep, basically so. I think everyone was stunned by the fact I was hitting the clays.
You might have a natural talent that you don't
Sporting
know about.
clays.
Yes, I was pretty proud. I hit over half my clays. I'm very confident of that.
Good job. I'm not kidding.
It was
Good job.
it was a surprise to myself. And I did okay with the pistol, the Glock as well. That thing had
concerned
some
me a
kick.
little
That
bit.
thing had
Now
some
he's
kick.
naming off the kind of.
That thing had some
Hey,
kick.
did you do a kill shot? Did you go sideways?
No, I didn't do that.
Did you go sideways?
No, I did not do sideways. No, straight on. Did not do sideways.
You might have this thing going.
I was surprised with it.
You might try it. Try it.
So that was my weekend. It was fun. I'm very
God, I
tired.
didn't have any
I
weekend
didn't-
like
that-
Very
that.
tired. We
that-
fight
yeah.
through.
I don't even know it. Yeah.
I don't even know how to
I
respond.
don't-
If you had seen me at about 10:45, we're gonna call this tonight. They're like, call this tonight. Nice to start. This is, oh man, I'm getting old. I'm 34. These guys are the same age. 33, 31. Like they're right in the same age. But they were like, no, 12:15. We're going to the casino. I said,
12,
all right,
15,
we're going to the casino.
You
which I
imagine
wasn't
you and me-
surprised by. But
Could you imagine someone telling us this at 10 at 8:30 we're going to the casino? No chance. I'm like, I'm
45.
gonna Uber home then about 9:45.
Wow.
I might be hurting for the whole week, possibly. Maybe by Thursday I'll recover from
Well, you'll be
the
all right.
bender.
You'll be all right. You'll be all right.
But Bill, how was? Did you go back to Pender this weekend?
I went back on Saturday. Went back in to see some friends, and there was the alumni banquet has a huge little gathering prior to the banquet, so I was there for that. Did not stay for the banquet. Saw a lot of people I need to see.
What was this? This is all coming at me fast.
Yes.
What? This was the alumni.
Alumni weekends, Pender celebration weekend. The big night was
Whoa.
Friday. The big night, I wasn't there. We had another event on Friday that we had to go to, so I missed the ultimate day. Was they had the street dance that night and all that stuff going on the night before, so I missed that. But I came in on Saturday, which was a good situation.
Jay Kaiser.
What's that? Kaiser was not there. No, Jay was
Whoa.
not there. But
Bolt.
Bolt was there. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Saw Bolt. Yeah, saw his entire class. Talked to his entire class, which was nice. Caught up with a lot of people. So
Bolt's not in your class.
no.
I thought he was.
Oh, no. Bolt. No. Bolt's
we-
2 years younger.
Okay.
He's
Yeah,
a younger dude.
Yeah. Bolt's 2 years younger.
Okay.
Yeah. So had
Little guy.
had an incredible time. That was a lot of fun.
Pender.
Yes.
Good.
And that's why I was whipping through Fremont. That's why I caught the detour, and that's what took Jay
We both
took
had
Jay
the
to
detour.
to a meat locker and
Yep,
took
that's
me
right.
to some incredible homes just about 3-4 blocks off the main
Mhm.
drive. So I was-
Embrace detour.
yes, embrace the detour.
That's easier said than done.
The lure of the detour.
There you go.
He's already got it written
I
out.
was wondering how you're gonna.
You realize we have moisture, right, guys?
Oh,
Is it raining?
We have wet concrete.
oh,
Yeah.
Greg, is it raining at the house?
Yeah, it's dark.
It's raining here.
It's gotten darker. We were in.
It's just
The
beautiful.
sun is not making
Bill
progress
is so
at this
happy.
point.
It's getting darker
Yes.
outside now.
Couldn't tee off now, could you, Jake?
No, you wouldn't want to tee off.
6:20
Nope.
Yeah.
Saw some lightning.
Did you?
I did over there.
over there. So
Yeah.
what'd you do, Steve?
Not
You have a nice
much.
polo on today. Who you
Yeah.
guys talking to
Oh,
today?
who are we talking to?
I swear to
Yeah.
God, no. I mean,
You swear to God.
So
You've done this before.
That
And,
doesn't
Trey
work.
Taylor.
That doesn't work.
drink.
Talking to Matt Rule today.
No, it's just it's a work shirt. I'm working.
But it's always
Hey,
Monday.
by the way, are we working? So are we going Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday?
Yes. No
Okay.
show Friday. It's 4th of July.
And then what about Monday?
We're back Monday.
Okay.
That's the
Can
7th.
we get his Thursday off, Jake? Can you check on that?
No, Thursday will be at the Residence Inn downtown. We're doing a remote broadcast.
That's
in the
cool.
Haymarket.
Whoa.
That's just a few blocks away. Haymarket.
That's Thursday.
That's Thursday. This Thursday.
Whew. Okay.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's almost deserved breaking news. You don't need to do it
Yeah,
now.
I told you that last week.
Right.
You acknowledged it on the airwaves.
Yeah, I just didn't put it all together in my
Okay.
head. That's July 3rd.
Yes.
Residence Inn.
Yes.
Residence
Right
Inn.
by the Courtyard Marriott.
Then
They're
can you get us
connected.
Monday off then, Jake, since you didn't get us Thursday off?
Let's see what I can do, Bill.
Thank
No,
you.
no, we don't need Monday.
I know it.
No, we don't need
I
Monday
know.
off.
I know.
But Bill, the revelry should be complete by Monday, right? The 4th of July revelry.
Yeah,
Yes.
you got 3 days for that. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be pretty much. Now there'll still be boomers though. I'm all ready for Bullet.
I tell you what was nice though when you drove through these small towns and just seeing the fireworks stands set up.
They're everywhere.
They're awesome, and they're the one in
I
Pender's
mixed
been open.
emotions.
The one in Pender opened June 20th. June 20th. They were and it wasn't like we can buy them, but you can't shoot them. It's like, oh no, they're firing them off.
I've mixed. Yeah, I'm just gonna bite my tongue on this. The Bullet discussion, but it's fine. Whatever.
We received a dad joke on the text line.
Those
Yeah.
are questionable.
Yeah, they
Go
are.
ahead.
This one's acceptable. It's not not inappropriate.
Well, I mean, I'm not talking about questionable in terms of inappropriate.
maybe
It's
I did.
questionable in terms of funny. But go ahead.
Jeff says, Jake, did you take some bender drill to sleep this weekend?
Not bad.
Not bad.
Wish I had
Not
the
bad.
sound effect. Didn't ding.
Not bad.
Don't
Bender
have
drill.
Bender
Bender
drill.
drill.
No, I need some bender drill. Apparently,
Yeah, you seem like you're doing okay.
Yeah.
fighting through it. You got to fight through
You
it.
can tell he's
We're
fighting.
professionals
Usually-
on this
usually
show. We
things
fight
like this,
through.
the next day you're up, you're going. It doesn't really
It's
hit
day
you.
2.
It doesn't get you till like the later this afternoon or day 2. That's when it gets you.
Tomorrow-
And
tomorrow
Jake
could
has
be rough.
golf tonight.
I do have golf.
That will
I
jump.
do have
This
golf.
is going to jump on
Oh,
him.
boy.
Yeah. This is going to jump.
That's going to be a
on him.
really rough golf league. But I missed the last 2
Yeah.
weeks. I have to go. I have to be there tonight.
And you're not an energy drink person, are
Nope.
you? Yeah, why
I'm
is
not
that?
I'll
either.
drink
I don't.
pop, but-
I don't do any energy drinks. No. No
Seriously?
coffee.
They gave me a very concerning
Neither of you
heart.
do-
No.
They give you very heart
Neither one.
palpitations. That's a lot of.
Neither one.
I don't know. What
The
to
one
say.
time you told me you told me where to go get where you get your 5 hour at the place that says beer and food down here. It says beer and food.
Yes,
it's closed.
right off a Cornhusker.
Closed.
It's closed now.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what it goes. "Yeah, I go in there all the time. Get 5 hour energies. I go. You go to beer and food. So it said.
Well, you know
on
what
it.
you're going to get there. So
And I was
very
driving.
clear.
I was driving by there one time, and I took a photo and sent it to. I did. I sent him a photo of just beer and food. I was
You
scared
should
to
have
go
walked in,
I
Bill.
was scared to go in.
Good place.
Sip goes, go there all the time. So I get my energy drinks.
That's like I used to make my calls in that lot. It was interesting.
Shoemakers and the beer
Yeah,
and food
I'd go
lot.
to- when I was at the Journal Star, I used to whip over if I have to make a important call to the beer. But yeah, I used to get my 5 hour
Yeah.
energies there. Wheat thins too.
It's quite the combo, Sip. Anything else? Idle chit chat.
Not really.
Okay.
That's it.
That's Idle Chit Chat, sponsored by 738 Ag.
Joey.
Need seed, chemicals, fertilizer, and someone else to run the sprayer for you. 738 Ag runs the whole show. Custom application included. Learn more at 738ag.com. Joey Robinson and the team in Bertrand behind that.
He's also in several states. He also
like around the Midwest.
Yes. He functions in Kansas and he functions in South Dakota. So one south, one north. And so that tells you about Joey. When you can cross state lines and be that well accepted, that just tells you about workmanship and being compatible. And so he does a great job with that. That's when I reach out to Joey immediately.
Does Joey talk much about his football past?
Not really,
He's
he
one of
doesn't.
those guys. That
Yeah, one of those guys
doesn't live in that.
Doesn't try to draw attention to himself. Life has moved on.
Yeah.
I'm very proud of what he's done, but
He should be.
never once has he been, well, I need to, this or this. No, just goes about his business.
See, but you can't help it when you mention his name. There's a certain part of people, including myself, that flashes back to number 19.
Yes,
I do.
agree.
I think I wrote about him at one point. Maybe not, but I think I did. Joey, number
Robinson.
19. Robinson. Probably either way. Robinson.
Yeah,
Seven,
he knows both.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's 738?
Yes, ag.
Yes, I'm heading out
.com.
there next week. I had a little setback. I'm heading out next week.
Are you?
I'll keep you posted.
Okay, please do.
People are telling us the store was called Beer and Meat, which is still incredible.
Yes,
meat,
beer
and
beer and
That's
meat.
so awesome.
It's right,
It's
just
a great
right on
name.
Cornhusker, just right down here.
We're not trying to lie. It's all we have. Come on
No.
in. Meat and beer.
Those grocers now, the profit margins are so low that those individual grocers, if you're not Hy-Vee, Walmart, close them down. I mean,
Look at you with the intel.
it's hard. I mean, because you got about like a 1% profit margin. You
When I whip
make $2 million, you get 200,000. You know?
when I whip through Wahoo,
Yeah.
I actually went through the town, which is going to be Bugaboo Tuesday tomorrow. We'll have something to hit
At
on.
the
with.
tease. At the
That's,
Wait a
tease.
second.
that's
Okay.
that'll be a small.
This is all coming at me fast today.
Should we do Bugaboo Tuesday? Play
I'm
the
sorry to
music,
interrupt
Jake.
you. Keep going. So what's
Now
going
I've lost my train of thought. What was I? I don't remember. I can't remember what.
about Bugbo Tuesday.
No, something that hit me there when I was driving through Wahoo. I can't remember what it was. Oh, saw a liquor store.
Okay.
Those really don't see those anymore because,
By themselves.
well, yeah, because you can a liquor store. It's like I know there's some in town too, but in
Yeah.
general, in a small town, you don't see a liquor store because you can buy liquor at Hy-Vee. You can buy anything you need at a liquor store. You could also get. So we usually just group it together. I'm getting some wheat thins. I'm getting something else, and I'm also getting whatever else you might need from alcohol purposes. So that's the deal.
Saw the liquor store.
Yeah, saw just a liquor store.
The town stays loyal to them. The
Yes.
small. The long time.
The small town grocery stores are incredible. The one in Verdigris is incredible. The one in Creighton is incredible. It's just fun to walk around, and most of them are like two aisles, maybe 3 aisles. That's it, and it's packed in there, and it's a little pricey. That's
Is
just the way it is. Well,
Yeah.
it's harder for them to get their
Again, profit margins.
profit margin, so it's tough. So I'm not down on their price whatsoever. We got rain, guys.
It's raining. Breaking news. Rain in Lincoln.
Yes.
On
I
O Street.
saw this yesterday
Yes.
in some research for the show that if you are Arizona State, you should be very proud of yourselves right now because their last to first in last year's media poll has canceled the media poll going forward. Brett McMurphy announced that the Big 12 will no longer have a preseason media poll of a prediction of where teams finish. Instead, they'll have a preseason all-league media poll. They will project who's going to be a
What's that
first teamer, second teamer in the Big 10. They will not have a a media poll in terms of ranks of where the teams will finish in the conference.
Quiz. Who's the only other? Which is the only other conference without a preseason media poll picking the teams? What's the other one?
Pretty sure it's ACC, isn't it?
Big Ten.
Big Ten.
Cleveland.com does it, but it's
Okay.
unofficial.
Okay.
Yeah, the league doesn't do one. I think everybody else does. The league doesn't do one in the Big Ten. It's Cleveland.com. It's,
No, I wish they would do one because
do you?
yeah, it's super boring this time of year. So I like that stuff.
Need
So
something to look
and plus,
at.
it was a great story last year. Hey, Arizona State picked last, won it. Instead, they just got it does have the appearance of like we screwed this up so bad that we can't even allow the media to talk anymore. Do not allow
bad
you.
look for the
Shutty.
media.
It is shutty.
It's a
We're
bad
not
look.
doing it anymore because you guys had no idea what was going on last year.
Yep.
Obviously,
There's a paragraph that also helps explain this.
Okay.
This is in Arizona Sports, whatever that is. Arizonasports.com. I didn't know. Is this clear to you? Texas in 2023 was the only Big 12 team in the last 4 seasons to win the conference after receiving any amount of first place votes before the year. So I think they've just gotten it wrong
Every
over and
year,
over and
basically.
over, yeah.
They've never got it right.
Was the only to receive any amount of first place votes. By the way, Arizona last year picked by the media to finish 5th, and they had 3 first place votes, finished 14th. So it's just a big botch job by the media.
Who,
and I
hang
would
on now,
say
Arizona. Yeah, okay. I'm with
Arizona, Arizona, the
Yeah.
Wildcats, Tucson.
Yeah. First place votes finished dead last.
Yeah.
Last place team finished first. Media, how
We're
we doing?
canceling the poll. We just got to stop.
Just stop it. Imagine getting together, just like everybody shutty. Just stop. You, hey,
Let's just shut this down.
hey, over there with the BYU Tribune, you're done. Yeah, you're done. Get out of here.
No more vote for you.
No more
I mean,
vote for
it's
you.
a tough racket. I mean, and I think what happens is, speaking from experience, I never took it very seriously when I had to vote. And I don't even do it on Cleveland.com anymore because I don't take it seriously now. So I just say I'm not doing it. And I know guys who do it, they'll just say, "Oh, I'll do it," and they'll just do it in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, now
No.
how you didn't put anything into it. In this, that's why I think I'm all for. You don't need to have them. You just don't need to have them.
It is nice for off-season fodder for us to look at and to talk about. But I understand.
If you really got into the hot dog making, I think you'd say, yeah, you don't really need to do that.
Can you imagine though? Just think of just imagine that Mississippi State and Purdue won it last year. Mississippi State won the SEC and Purdue won the Big Ten.
Yeah.
Just imagine that.
Different kind of league, though, right?
It's just that.
It is.
Yeah, the Big 12's nuts.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Right now, like you said, you can once again, like you could last year, you can almost make a claim that somebody everyone in the league could maybe win it. That's how. Do you think Baylor couldn't win it? No, they could win it. How about Texas Tech? What about this? I would say Colorado would be out. I don't think that would chance.
They're out.
They're out. They're not with the losses that they've had. But you go through it, you can build a case for at least a lot of them having very good seasons. I mean, it goes across the board. Arizona State, like I said, Texas Tech, Baylor. Who else do we have there? Kansas State, TCU.
Yeah,
you can build a case for everyone to have a very good season, and you can build a case for almost 90% of them to win it. Can K-State win it?
Yeah, you can't do that. You can't do that in the Big Ten. Right?
No, the SEC, no. You can't even come close to that. You can take in the Big Ten, you can take at least 8 teams and just say no chance.
That's the thing. Picking the Big Ten, not near as hard. I mean, pick Ohio State to win it.
Yeah. Okay. If they screw up where they finish second, that's it. Pick Oregon to win. If they don't, they finish second or Penn State. Pick them to win.
You can pick the first 3 really easy, right? And then you can pick the last 4 pretty easy. It's just the middle that would get you in any kind of trouble.
A little bit, yeah.
But that doesn't really get you in trouble because it's just bunched up in the middle.
You have the Big Ten in front of you there, Steve?
Yeah, I do.
Is there really any chance that it's not
the Purdue's going to win it?
That it's not Ohio State, Penn State, or Oregon?
Probably not.
People say Illinois, but then they say their win totals are 7.5.
I can't do that with Illinois.
So you say right now there's 3 teams in the Big 12.
Could you put Michigan in there?
I don't think so.
No chance. Suspended coach, a freshman QB. No chance.
All right. Okay.
So I'm just thinking about that. That's interesting.
Back.
SEC, same thing.
Yeah.
There's a little bit more though. I say there's more than 4. You're going to take Alabama for sure, Georgia for sure. Let's see, South Carolina's in the conversation. LSU's in the conversation.
You want me to look at it?
We need some more. But you kind of say, well, I don't think Vandy can. We know Mississippi State can't.
No, Vandy's not winning the damn
Ole Miss.
No. Ole Miss is still in it. Could absolutely
in the conversation.
Could, yeah.
Tennessee, maybe.
Tennessee, yes, in it.
Vandy's starting to annoy me a little bit.
Diego's getting a little bit loud.
Vandy's a little big for its britches right now for not having done anything.
You beat Bama. Good job.
Yeah, nice.
They went 7-6. 7-6.
Yeah, who'd they lose? They lost. But they had a bad loss in there
to
too.
Georgia State. I want to say early on.
Yeah, good job on Georgia State. Early on. Yeah, Vandy needs a shuddy, as you would say.
But it's just so different.
No, you're right. It's
so different to pick.
You have to like the Big 12, right?
Yeah, it's incredible to watch. ACC, probably 4 teams again. You got your Louisville, you got your Miami, you got your. And can you go Florida State winning it?
They won 2 last year.
They were 2-10. Imagine if they did that one.
13-2 to champs. That'd be quite a
that would be
story.
Something. Undefeated.
There's weird
to win 2 to back to undefeated. Would that not be just remarkable?
That'd be an awesome story.
That'd be a story that would go on for hours.
Norvell. I don't have that kind of confidence in him. Sorry, Marty.
And Marty still sees him daily.
He sees him daily
on his run.
Right around the corner.
Right around the corner. Well, Marty's doing well because I know
I know what you're going to say.
Well, Norvell's probably making about $9-10 million a year. So if he's living in the same neighborhood,
get to know Marty.
Things are going pretty well for Marty.
When we come back, interesting situation with the BYU starting quarterback next to early break.
Does Adam live by Coach Rule?
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
An award-winning softball season deserves a celebration. Don't miss your chance to congratulate Jordy Ball in person. Join the team at Midwest Bank for a special meet and greet on July 16th at their Jamie Lane location as they recognize her incredible achievements. Bring your friends, your team spirit, and your favorite gear for Jordy to sign, and it all kicks off at 4 p.m. They can't wait to see you there. Get all the details at midwest.bank. Midwest Bank, member FDIC.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? You need an attorney you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Call Liberty Law Group and find out how we can help get you the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. 877-42-LIBERTY. Liberty Law Group. Trial attorneys you can trust.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at gainatrucking.com.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Saturday. Eagle Raceway is open for a full season of dirt track racing action every Saturday night. Don't miss the epic battles on the high banks of Eagle Raceway each Saturday between the Nebraska Septic Sprint Cars, Nebraska Lottery Modifieds, Avid Realty Sport Mods, Valentino's Hobby Stocks, and A1 Iron Stock Cars. Let's go racing. Eagle Raceway, just 10 miles east of Lincoln on O Street. Check out the full schedule at eagleraceway.com.
Hey guys, you have heard about the Farrell's 10-week challenge for years on the ticket. If you still haven't joined us for this amazing challenge, what are you waiting for? You could be our next $1,000 winner like Derek, who just lost 30 pounds, 23 inches, and 8% body fat. Derek changed his life in the 10-week challenge, and so can you. Farrell's combines kickboxing, strength training, and nutrition coaching to get you the results you have been waiting for. Join us July 12th for the Summer 10-Week Challenge. Go to fxblincoln.com to enroll today.
4th of July weekend is coming soon, and you know what that means. Grilling season. You know what's more embarrassing than an overcooked piece of meat? A dirty, disgusting, and grimy grill. Let the pros at Husker Grill Cleaning get you ready for grilling season. They'll take your grill apart piece by piece, scrub every inch, and reassemble your grill so it can look and perform its best. Visit their website, huskergrillcleaning.com today to schedule your appointment. Husker Grill Cleaning, serving Lincoln, Omaha, Malcolm, and more.
Hey there, this is Paul Scheel, owner of High Electric. I want to thank our friends and loyal customers and introduce High Electric to those looking for a new electrician. We've been serving the Lincoln and Omaha area for over 30 years, from design to install, upgrades, and repair. If you are a homeowner or a small business needing some electrical work, call us at 402-466-6606 or check us out at hyelectric.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break
Sipple, you are an idiot.
on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Ruhlman Steakhouse, not open today or tomorrow, but it was open
Philman.
yesterday. I'm sure it had a great crowd there. back open to the public on Wednesday.
Wednesday?
Yep, Wednesday. A lot of great steaks there. Filet mignon, New York strip, ribeye, walleye, Chilean sea bass as well. Scallops, if you want to, at Ruhlman Steakhouse, they have it all. And the delicious cookie skillet, of course.
And the
for
ladder.
dessert.
And they have
And the ladder.
A ladder on a rail. Anytime you see a ladder on a rail, you know you've made it. You really have. It's like that's probably the biggest difference in most establishments in steakhouses to me. Do they have a ladder? That's where I stop and start right now. Someone say, "Hey, you want to go with so and so? They have a ladder?" No, not interested.
But what about
Phil
piano?
And a piano.
Does the piano matter for steakhouses?
A lot.
They have
it. How about a fireplace? Well, they have it. They have everything.
Parking.
Have it.
Shuttle.
Have it. Shuttle.
Meat market. Got it.
Got it. Meat market.
$80 bourbon bottles.
Got it.
Nice.
Keneally beef.
Got it.
Bang.
Friendliness.
Bang.
Phil.
Ruhlman Steakhouse in
Thank you,
between
Phil.
Lincoln and Omaha, Highway 6 in Ashland. Situation now, we talked in the first segment that the Big 12 was not doing a media poll, but if they were, I think BYU would be a trendy pick to be at least an upper level team, right? Top 5 team in the conference.
Talk amongst yourselves.
100.
Right?
There's nobody that would push back if someone picked him to win it.
Right.
Nobody would push back
Now,
at that.
there's a situation though.
Hold on. Let's see what the.
Is that Lindy's?
Yeah.
Where was BYU picked before we get into their
fourth?
Yeah.
Well,
What's Lindy's have?
Arizona State 1, Texas Tech 2, Kansas State 3, BYU 4. Cougars are one of the Big 12's most physical teams. QB Jake Retzlaff is back.
No, he's not though. It appears.
Is he not?
This is from CBS Sports. BYU quarterback Jake Retzlaff is expected to receive a 7-game suspension for violating the university's honor code and considered likely to leave the program, considering, according to multiple reports, he's accused of battery, assault, and intentional infliction of emotional distress in a civil lawsuit filed in May, stemming from an incident that was in November 2023 in Provo, Utah.
Okay.
That's significant.
So he's on the
That's
move.
big.
It's very significant. Well, there's a couple things to this. So I read an article which, being, like I said, obviously, coaching in Utah at 2 different stops at the University of Utah and then at Utah State, you were always very aware of what was going on at BYU. You were very aware
because
the popularity of the school, their history of football and all sports was very good, and it was just like I said, it was a incredible. To be honest with you, BYU is an incredible place. You ever been there? Provo is gorgeous. Where the stadium is, it's 70-some thousand, great place. So, but the article says, which I knew right away when it came up, is that from the incident. So the first thing is, whatever is true with this, obviously you have great respect towards the victim, and then also with the whole storyline is that with this, the line of defense was that there was consensual relations. Once you've said that, your defense now puts you at not harm's way, but in breaking the code of ethics with the school that you sign on premarital relations. So that immediately put BYU in the crosshairs that they had to make a decision of how they would handle this. That's why there is a 7-game suspension. With this, because there's whether it was right, whatever happened that night, which no one knows what happened that evening, and again, all respect for any victims that might be in this situation. But when that happened, that automatically made BYU have there's nothing that they could do because the defense was that it was consensual. And they're in the code of ethics for the code of conduct, the school that you sign, that is one of the things that's in the code of conduct. So that's why the situation is how it is. Now, the interesting part is he's going to go in the portal. Well, there's a civil case. There's been no charges filed. It's a civil case. What would the situation be, Steve, if all of a sudden he wanted to come to, all of a sudden he wanted to go to Kansas?
I don't know. I haven't read anything about this.
And there's a civil case against you filed by a Jane Doe.
I don't know what the procedure would be.
That would be I couldn't imagine having that conversation with my athletic director. I think it'd be a hard one, wouldn't it not?
It would.
I think so.
Well, hold it now, Steve. Time out now. You've covered all these situations like 100 times, so give us a little bit.
I need more info, and I haven't read a word on this. I would think.
Well, here's the information.
Yeah,
he has a civil case pending against him.
Civil. Yeah.
And what would of all your time of covering these situations, you've read something like this over 100 times.
It'd be tricky, right? I think it'd be tricky.
I think it'd be very tricky.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it'd be. That's what I'm wondering when it says that he's going to look to transfer.
I don't know why. Yeah.
I don't know where would you transfer to?
Okay, I see what you're getting at. I don't to take him on. I don't know how you'd handle this. I don't. You'd have to really delve into it. I don't know though. This is appearances you'd be in trouble on your fan base. What are we're taking
this guy?
Yeah, that's what I mean. It'd be
I don't.
He's a talented quarterback. He's obviously again he's a respected quarterback in the Big 12.
There's also
a lot of baggage here.
There's also a chance with this also that he's innocent. We don't
That's
know.
what I was getting at. That's why I don't like to just dismiss any chance he'll ever play again.
I've been part of several on both sides of this. I've been part of where it's like that was 100% cleared.
Mm-hmm.
And then imagine
sometimes it doesn't matter.
And then like I said, because right now he is definitely guilty of prior to it. That's like the judgment is being made that there's some sort of guilt there.
Yeah. But he's been found guilty of nothing.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
But the outside world, if you're looking at this, would be that there is
right.
guilt with this.
Here, what you're suggesting is you're guilty before proven innocent.
Yes,
when it should be the
other way around. But
yes.
It's not.
Right.
And on this one, it's not.
That's the way it usually works in things like this. And in a lot of things, frankly, but yeah. So I don't know.
This is a player, though. Again, if your school took a chance, he's a starting quarterback caliber at any level. We're talking power.
Oh yeah.
So if do you take the chance and say, listen, we think this might get cleared, and this guy can help us win games, or do you say, listen, we're not touching that until this all clears up? That's the big question. It's late. It's June 30th. Tomorrow is July 1st.
Yeah. What's the?
Talking about fall camp going later on this in July.
There has to be very few quarterback situations that are unresolved, right?
Well, I'm sure there's a few places that are like
they have
unresolved, but do we have someone of his caliber? He was really good.
Right. Okay, so now you get into that part of the discussion. The need part.
The need part.
Now then you're the AD head coach. He hasn't been found guilty of anything.
He's not been charged. Civil suit. He's not been criminally charged with anything.
Well, he hasn't been charged, period. Yeah, anything.
I will guarantee you that there were some schools when this came out yesterday, they were like, kind of did one of these double takes.
Perked up a little
kind
bit.
of double takes of like, is this something we want to look into?
Right.
I guarantee you that there's some place that a coach reached out to his athletic director and said, is this something that we can look into?
It's tricky.
And so it's very tricky. But it's just the interesting part of it is, like you said, is that when he talked about the situation, that immediately made him ineligible at BYU because of the code of conduct that they sign. It's an agreement that they sign when they come to BYU. And so when this whole thing went down, it was very much understood by everyone probably in the mix. If you're from that area and have something like that, it was like everyone at BYU, when I'm sure when it came out, they're like going, okay, we know what this is.
Yeah, these are rough.
And then how do you come? I wonder how it must be written up. Do you think, Steve? How do you think it is for they came up with 7 games? I wonder.
That must be
what that must be.
I got to think standard.
Yeah, it must be a standard issue if you break the code of
the
conduct.
honor code.
Honor code, yes.
Yeah, that must be standard. It's tricky. This is a tricky story too. This is why I was hesitant, honestly, to comment too much, because there's the honor code that he violated, and then there's the sexual assault, and they kind of get lumped in, but it's the sexual assault is the major problem here.
Absolutely.
And now the other problem is in the court of law, sometimes it doesn't get resolved for such a long time that I can't imagine him being back this season and playing, although it would be a school saying, well, he hasn't been charged. He hasn't been convicted in the court of law yet. So he can play. I don't know. I don't know how you do that. I know that what you're alluding to too. Now that I'm thinking all this through, I get a chance to think it through. There have been cases that at Nebraska where there was a complaint, there was charges, but they were found innocent. Didn't matter. Career was over. I mean, dragged on. Maybe they transferred somewhere, but never got back on track. So it's kind of scary for him. I don't know how it's going to work out. Rough one.
So we'll see what happens with Jake Redsloff, but it's surely interesting. We're talking about fall camp is going in a month from right now. Where is he going to be at? Is he going to be on a roster anywhere?
And the interesting also, I would imagine that Kalani Sitake, who is a good friend of mine, I would never reach out and ask him these questions. But they have to have been made well aware, because this came out about, a month ago? About a month ago when this came out. They had to have known within a day or so, like, hey, listen, Kalani Sitake knew that he would not be the starting quarterback on game one. It's like, no, this isn't going to happen, because the defense that he used directly goes against the honor code. So that's what made that's what made that part of it.
So wonder who they got.
So someone on that went through. I heard someone on Reddit or something like that. Just 3 names no one knows of. They've not heard of.
Now I'm starting to kind of maybe rule them out of winning the league.
And just think about it. They're the only team that beat SMU last year in the regular season. They beat Colorado by what?
They blew
40?
them out in the bowl game.
I mean,
they crushed them.
I mean, just absolutely ran them out of the place. And they're coming back with a lot of talent, and then now everything all flips.
Yeah.
When we come back,
buckle up, head coach.
Bill's Thrills and Song of the Day next, an early break on the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Lincoln's go-to for fun isn't new. It's a place that's been a staple of the city for years and is only getting better. Matson's Bowling and Billiards always has open bowling available with no long lines, unlike other centers. They have live music almost every weekend and great food at EJ's Bar and Lounge, with seating for 150 people. They have popular meals like the EJ Burger, pizza for the whole family, and famous EJ's Wings. Contact Sarah to book a party for friends, coworkers, or family at Matson's Bowling and Billiards, just south of 48th and Holdridge.
Go Hog Wild Pit Barbecue.
Hog Wild will be open on the 4th of July, serving up our award-winning barbecue. Pick up a slab of slow-smoked ribs and a family pack on the way to your celebration. They come loaded with your choice of meats and sides, complete with buns and our famous Hog Wild sauce. Order online at gohogwild.com. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
Western Sand and Gravel is hiring for a variety of positions at their sand and gravel plants near Ashland. Apply today and receive a $2,500 hiring bonus. Available positions include plant operators, dredge operators, and shop service technicians. They offer great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, paid holidays, and paid time off. No matter your experience level, on-the-job training is available to help you build a rewarding career with Western Sand and Gravel. Start your career today. Visit westernsand.com.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Hi, I'm Asher on summer break and about to start 2nd grade. Thanks to awesome people like you who picked Aloe Fiber. They donated $193,000 to schools like mine. This summer, I'm using my fast internet to keep learning, and I can't wait to tell my teacher everything I discovered. So if you're a grown-up picking internet, choose Aloe, because Aloe chooses us, our schools, our town, and our future. Go to aloefiber.com to learn more.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Cobble Chevrolet GMC, and the hail sale has been a huge success, but is winding down. We still, though, have several units with huge discounts. Plus, we have brand new Sierras, $14,000 off list, or starting at $37,105, or 0.9% APR on select new models. Yes, you heard right. $14,000 off or 0.9% APR on new Sierras starting at $37,105. So please check us out at cobblecars.com. All deals with roof credit, stock number G289358.
Husker fans, the 2025 Nebraska football season is right around the corner, and we need your support in the Sea of Red at Memorial Stadium this fall. You can now purchase a Husker football 3-game mini plan for only $185. This plan includes a ticket to USC plus Akron or Houston Christian and either Michigan State, Northwestern, or Iowa. Tickets are only available while supplies last. Purchase your Husker football 3-game mini plan today, or for more information, visit huskers.com/tickets. Go Big Red.
John Henry's has a brand new membership club to protect your entire home in one program. With a VIP and a deluxe option, we will help you find the plan that best fits your needs. Receive discounts on services and equipment, priority service, complimentary inspections, and so much more. Protect your home's plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical systems all in one membership. Call John Henry's to learn more.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
And electrical.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, a chance of showers and storms in the morning. Otherwise, decreasing clouds this afternoon. The high around 85. Tonight, mainly clear skies and light winds. Overnight low near 60. And tomorrow, we'll see mainly sunny skies with light winds. And an afternoon high around 89. I'm meteorologist Kyle Collector for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. You love to bash his sports takes.
Now, will you feel like an idiot if you're
No,
a big tough?
never feel like an
if
idiot.
you're a big tough guy this morning,
But you really love to voice your displeasure for his music choices.
he stumbled on an issue that I did not think would generate this much passion and discussion.
It's time for Jake's questionable song of the day on Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Cowboys 80s.
think he's right.
Wow. Once again, your song of the day from 1978. Mamas, Don't Let Your Babies Grow Up to Be Cowboys. Waylon Jennings and Willie Nelson. 464-568-51 is bad. 10 is good. Text your rating on the Sauter Heyman Jewelers song of the day. I think Sips first today. Yeah.
I think Bill is in the same spot I am. Same headspace. That song is mesmerizingly good.
It's mesmerizing. It really is.
Yeah.
That's probably the best description you've ever given.
Ever.
Oh, mesmerizing.
I mean, you're mesmerized by it. It's so good. Jake's embraced the outlaw life.
He has.
Shooting guns this weekend.
Craps and guns.
And
Evan Williams.
Yeah, he's a cowboy.
Some bourbon and whiskey. Absolutely.
He's a cowboy.
Mesmerizing, right?
I don't
Doesn't
know.
get much better.
I don't know if you get much better than that. I mean,
I'm serious now. Jake, I don't know where that came from. I mean, maybe the outlaw life. A little
yeah,
bit.
on the
so
farm.
who of current
Come on, don't do that.
could do this together? Just not this song, but who
Alan
could write
Jackson.
a song?
You get Stapleton doing something like that, maybe.
Stapleton and
give him that
somebody
much
With
else.
someone.
Yeah, I do respect Jake.
Yeah.
I don't give Stapleton that much credit. I can't
I'm
give
just
any-
trying to give an answer here.
No, I
Sid.
know.
I'm not saying somebody could do it.
It's a grabby, Jake.
If there's
Okay,
anybody
he is
out
tired.
there,
He is-
I would put him in the conversation for that.
Okay, that's
we
fine.
did it. Him and Scotty McCreary.
Yeah, Scotty.
No,
Yes.
I'm not doing that now. No, that song's close to a 10. I mean, it's sort of like the ultimate country song, or getting close to it.
It's walk up. It's amazing. Even if it was things were just going crazy, fun. It's a banger, and then that song comes on a little slower. It would still be epic. It's a sing along. It's got it all like that. It's got Little Warm Puppies,
Yeah,
and Women of the Night. Yes, in one line.
Yeah, that's quite a combo there.
It is.
Yes,
that's Sioux City.
Yes. What year,
I
Jake?
saw 1978, which is what?
Better times.
Way better times.
Oh man.
All right, rating. I'll let's go 9.9775. I can't give it a 10, but it's close.
999901.
Jake, how do you feel?
How do you
Feel
feel?
pretty good.
Feel
Nailed
pretty good.
Songs
kinda
got pretty
surprised us
criticized
too, right?
last week.
I'm gonna. What's that?
Kind of surprised us too,
That
right?
dick came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Rudy's gonna be high. Rudy's gonna be an 8.8.
8 on the dot. Hang on a second, right there. Boom, nailed it.
You're good at that.
You're reading Rudy well.
Hey, Rudy.
Yeah. Did
Good
you know
morning,
all the
Jake.
words, Rudy?
Some of them.
Oh, yeah.
Some of them.
Rudy's from San Antonio.
Antonio. This fits. Yeah, this would be. I can see Rudy growing up to this, being like 4 years old and hearing that in the background playing.
Rudy's the DH.
Yes.
You're a righty.
Yeah.
Got some power. I bet he's got
Home
some
run
power.
hitter,
Yeah.
Rudy. Ratings on the song of the day from the text line. Rick from Wahoo gives it a 7.5. The Bandit 10, easy 10.
Easy 10.
Houston 7.1. Bill and Bennett 9.8. Who Clever 8.
Highest ever.
That's probably up. Yeah.
It's like they
Wow. Wow, Bird.
You guys are on your
Wilbur.
screws today. That was
on
good.
the screws.
Good cadence.
Ryan in California 10 on that one.
10.
Shamia 6.9. Guilt Nerd 9.9. Perfect Monday tune. Officer McLeod in Columbus 10. Better times.
Yes. Thank you, Officer McLeod.
Great start to the week. 8.7 from Chris. The Well Driller on the text line.
Well driller.
Well driller.
Sanderson about as good as it gets. 9.6. Eric and Hickman 9.5. Gavin and Pender 10.
10. Gavin. I was in Pender. Gavin did not see you. I saw one half of the front of the defensive end front bolt. Bolt on the right, Gavin on the left. Wreck and shop. Holding edges.
Chet in Nebraska City 9.2. Tater 11.
Holding edge.
He says thank you, Jake, by the way. 11.
11.
Thank you, Jake.
Thank you.
Tater.
Jake,
Thank you, Tater.
Anything from Beef Taco?
I'm still scrolling. Vernon
Yeah.
Dakin 7.8. Jay in Norfolk says that's a dime. 10s all day. Kent 9.8.
you're like Wade Boggs.
You are.
feel
You're
like
Just
that.
coming out of a bender
I'm the
slug.
champ. man.
Yeah. Yes. Drank 14 beers last night and went 3 for 4.
No big deal.
You are Wade Boggs.
9.4 from Marcus. Kevin in Milwaukee says 10. and you can't go lower than the 10.
God dang, I'm proud of the Breakers.
I think this is like the highest song
This is
you've ever
probably-
had.
I would agree.
The highest song you've ever had.
The
Jake.
Breakers are killing it today.
Here's a new one. Ted from Ord.
Bam.
Ord.
8.9.
Bam.
Thank you, Ted. Ted, how old are you?
Hey, Ted, come back with your age.
Come back with an
Yep.
age, please.
Kurt in Northern Kentucky, 8.9. I cannot forget YouTube before we move on.
tube.
Bolt, 8.75. Nels in Montana, 6. Oh, sorry, he was 9 point. He changed his score. He had 6 and then went to 9.2.
Hello, Nels.
He typed in twice.
Nels is with us every single day.
From Montana.
Nels, thank you.
East Lincoln West, 9.6. Brandon, 9.3. Chris, 7.4. Albert, 10. Charlie, 8.2. Foggy Doggy, 9.17.
That new one?
That's a new one on YouTube.
We've never heard Foggy Doggy.
I've never seen Foggy Doggy
No,
before.
we've
ever.
never heard that
That's
one.
new. Troy, 8.5. Genghis, straight 10. Song of the day, Mamas Don't Let Your Babies Grow Up to Be Cowboys by Waylon and Willie from 1970.
Nothing from the household. I wonder.
I didn't see the household there.
Hold on.
By the way, Ted in Ord is 26, turns 27 on the 4th of July. That's a birthday.
26-year-old listening to the show. Listen to some old
From
people.
Ord.
Ord, thank you. Ted, can you build us? Can we spider it out up there? Can we get some more breakers up in Ord?
Yep.
Yeah.
We have Jared from Ord. It's here,
Yes.
it's here almost every day. But
Yes.
that's
Spread
just
the
two.
word up there.
Spread the word up there in Ord if you could, please.
Did you say listening to old people?
Yes. Yes. Well, 2 out of the 3.
I'm older than Ted, too. I'd be 3 of us
aged,
then.
aged quite a bit this weekend, I feel.
Jake came back to us a little
I
bit.
think about 47 in heart right now. That's what I feel.
But the couple is in harm's way because Novotny was the
yes, where are
starting
they?
quarterback.
That's right.
And
Brad.
It was his 50-year class reunion. So I talked to him and we ran into him last week, and it was like, well, we're moving. And I said, you can move forever. You put those boxes down, you get to Pender. I get there and talk to a bunch of his classmates. Not happy. Didn't show. Hey, just so you know, Jim Lake not happy with you at all.
Uh-oh.
Jim Lake not happy.
Calling out hubby here.
Hubby, Brad
Novotny.
I mean, when you said he was the quarterback, it registered. He looks like Joe Namath.
He does. Looks like Namath to this day.
Yeah.
Also, when I saw him, Jim Lake, I said, Roy Hobbs, because we played softball together, and that's right when the Natural came out. So I always called him Roy Hobbs for the Natural. I hadn't seen him since
Roy?
I hadn't seen him since 1984. He walked by, I go, Roy Hobbs.
Awesome. And he knew what you were
Yes,
talking about.
Jim Lake, the athletic one.
It is time, without further ado, for Bill's Thrills here on a Monday.
Some call him the most interesting man in the world.
That is setting up the morel mushroom
Yes.
bonanza.
Oh, yeah. Is it gonna be a bonanza?
Mushrooms grow better with thunder and lightning.
Others call him Coach. But to everyone else, he's Bill.
I want to get one of those military ab stimulators for us to wear during the show. You see, I sent it to you today.
It's time for Bill's Thrills on Early Break.
Bill's Thrills, sponsored by Diner Contracting.
Randy!
Remodels. They do kitchen, bathrooms, and whole house remodels, additions, basement finishes, and custom new homes. Please call or text Randy at 402-417-5204. Diner Contracting.
The deck world is going crazy. They've had, and Randy's had people reach out to him that are breakers to get started with that. You want to jump on this now. You don't want to wait. I mean, if all of a sudden, plus if you go out every time and I go, we have to get our deck redone, then you kind of just, okay, whatever. And you go back in, have to get it redone. After a while, it's like, just stop the madness, get it redone immediately and get a hold of Randy. He'll come out, free estimate, come out, see you, tell you what you need like that. And if there's something that does need to be fixed or Randy can do better, he'll do it at that price range. He'll make it happen. And he does it so efficiently. Like, well, we won't have a deck all summer. Not with Randy. You'll have it in a couple days. Think about it.
Randy.
Yeah. Diner.
402-417-5204. Diner Contracting. Bill's Thrills Football Facts Monday. Is that right, Bill, or not?
Correct.
Boom. Where are we going today?
Let it roll, Bill.
I'll do
The
that.
glasses are on. There's the flip.
The funny glasses.
The peace train is highly strained. The peace train is highly strained. The power 2 lost some glue. The power 2 lost some glue.
Ooh.
The Big Ten, the SEC are at odds.
I'm listening to you.
They were the power 2 forever. They're not seeing things the same way with this setup for the automatic.
Okay,
AQs
I need to hear this.
and the 11-5.
Mm-hmm. Why?
And the SEC, because the Big Ten is just like, we're not discussing this way we're going to go, the SEC's got to play 9, and the Big Ten's already playing 9. And so, and then the funny thing is, they don't even care what the ACC is doing. They're playing 8, and no one even cares. Why
does nobody care about?
No
the
one
ACC?
even talks to them. They don't even say anything to them. Like, yeah, whatever you guys doing, 7 games, 4 games, sounds cool. Let us know how it goes over there.
But you don't hear them taking a task.
No.
At all.
And so it's the 9th game dilemma.
Mm-hmm.
The ACC and the Big 12, they're on Team Sankey. So the Big Ten's kind of on there. When they walk into the room and all 4 are there, just so you know, all 3 of them are on one side. They want the 11-5. The SEC and the ACC and the Big 12. The Big Ten's the one that's pushing back from that.
The Big Ten wants the
what's that? The whatever 8-4 or however it is. The 4-4. He wants automatic
4 autos for the Big Ten, 4 autos for the SEC.
That's what they want. That's correct.
They want the AQs.
Yep.
Is what they want. But the 9th game is the thing that has everything. Sankey's on record for wanting none of it. Right? He's just like, I just want the best 12. He said it on air on a show in early June. He goes, I don't want 11-5. I don't want this. We just want best 12 because he still feels that might get 5
or more.
What's the best 12 teams in the field?
Best teams in the field. Where you can get it. You can eliminate yourself, from those situations. And so this is a big deal.
I don't disagree with.
Also, because the way it's sitting, there's a lot of this now because it was just a slam dunk 6 weeks or whatever that. It's going to 16. Are we doing the AQs or the 11-5? What's going on? Everyone felt the AQs is where the SEC was going, and the coaches flipped on it and things like that. So now the big thing that's going is just leave it at 12. That's the big conversation now. Just saying, you know what? We're not doing anything. We're just going to leave it at 12. And if that happens, in my opinion, if you're a Nebraska fan, that's not what you want. You want more avenues to get in. You want 4 more spots. You want the 4 more spots to have a chance to get in. Once you go to 12, this just simple math, right? Simple mathematics. It's like
how many of the SEC getting in at 12? That's
quite a few.
Well, but okay. Now I want to ask you this question: Why not just have the best 12 as ranked by a committee?
Well, because some parts of the thing could be just. Could you imagine all of a sudden it's like, okay, the one thing you had going in the ACC was, if you're like, hey, if we win this thing, we're going to get in, like Clemson did last year. They won the title game and they got themselves into it. You can be played out a lot earlier, where it doesn't matter a lot later on. In my opinion, one thing that would be rough for me would be if they had just the top 12 and it went 6 SEC, 5 Big Ten, and 1 other team. It'd be like, I don't know. Then you get yourself in a whole different spot. To not have a spot for, I would have the 11-5. I'd rather have that over that.
Explain
I don't
the 11-5. How's that?
I think it's all champions, and I think it's just all champions of all 4. And I think then
5 wild cards,
and then the big
right.
and then but 11 wild cards. So it's all 4 champions, and then 1 group of 5 gets in. Those are the 5 that get in. The other 11 are wild cards.
Thank you.
That's how that would play out. So
all 5 champions of the conferences.
Yeah. So before 4 champions, group of 5, highest ranked group of 5. So this year would have been Boise.
Then 11 wild cards.
Yeah, 11 wild cards.
I'm okay with that too.
The one thing they've done, they said is handling the seeding. They agreed that was an error. For Ohio State to be an 8 seed, right, and for like a Boise to be a 3 seed.
Joke book.
Yeah, they're ranked 12th or 14th in the country, and they're a 3 seed.
They took care of that.
That's been handled, which is good.
The 11-5 is that's I like. It's appealing to me because the conference champions get rewarded. That's a very hard.
And then also if you have we'll say this: if you go top, just 12 best, the conference championship games are completely washed out now. Completely washed out.
Why would you play them?
I mean, it's completely because you just like if you're in the conference championship, you're in. You're going to get in. And as far as those 2 teams, as far as the Big Ten and SEC, maybe not with the other 2 conferences, no, because that wouldn't be the case.
So, I should know this, but I don't. Why is the Big Ten pushing back on the 5-11?
They're just pushing back on the scheduling. They're like, if we're playing 9, they need to play 9. Now, I do feel eventually, even though the coaches are against it in the SEC, and I'm sure Sankey is, or whatever his thoughts are also, eventually the ADs will win out because they're going to say, listen, we have to go to 9 because the amount of more money that we make doing the 9th game, and we need the income. Eventually, you have to have the income.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have it, you have to have.
What's the holdup then?
And they would go, and it would be ridiculous.
What's the holdup?
You want to talk about what brutal was? Brutal was the 10-game SEC. That's what COVID was.
Yeah.
I coached in it.
Yeah.
10-game SEC. Try that one out.
Well,
yeah, try buckling that one up for a second.
It's kind of fun for a viewer.
Yeah, kind of, but the big thing is that Petiti and Sankey, we always talked about. I talked to Tony. I did this. Those two, they walked around together. They met separately. Now they're at odds. They're not on the same page.
Over the 9.
Over what they feel should be this. Now they've said we'll all get back together. Now supposedly not getting back together till sometime in September.
It's got to all be done by December 1. That's the
1.
deadline.
And then the big thing is going to be in the end. The big is in the end. If the first thing they say is okay, no matter what, we've got to go to 16. So because of that, we have to all come up with an agreement to make this work.
Mm-hmm.
Or is it just like, okay, no one wants to work with it, just keep it at 12. Don't change anything. That's the underlying two questions.
It's frustrating for fans
that carry it the most. Is that part of it right there? And just the fact that also it's kind of bizarre that it's kind of being handled by a couple of people, by two conferences, not people. It's by the SEC and the Big Ten. The ACC and Big 12 still don't have any say, really. They really don't have much say in it.
It's frustrating because I still don't think people even know how the playoff works. And now we're still sort of having this sort of tumultuous discussion, and there's a lot of moving parts. When they come to an agreement, I almost think they need to walk around college football stadiums and hand out leaflets that say, this is how the playoff works. So you know. Because I don't know. I can't even sit here and tell you how the playoff's going to work this year. Can you lay it out?
I have a pretty good idea, but there'll be some stuff. Yeah. I mean,
nobody can.
But my question is, do you feel that leaflets is the best way to get the information out?
I like the leaflets.
That's my biggest concern.
Bring back a leaflet.
Leaflet. This is where
have somebody on the corner downtown.
What are you doing? Have the guy that does the free car wash sign like that stands outside the car wash.
This is how the playoff works.
Also,
take it.
This is the playoff. You get this. Hey, get this coupon for a car wash, and here's how the playoff works.
Yeah, it's double whammy.
But you would have to have a show, really a show. Say, let's walk through this in great detail.
Right. Several shows, more than one.
Yeah.
Because right now I don't know. We have a sports show, and we can't tell you exactly how it works. That's not good. That's not good.
Couple comments here coming in from the text line. Gus says, do you think they should change who gets a home playoff game? And could you imagine a home playoff game in December in Nebraska?
Penn
State had a home playoff game.
Where they've really where the playoffs took off, even though there weren't some epic games, I guess, but the home team, the home crowd was when you turned on Penn State, you turned on Notre Dame, Indiana, you turned on the Penn State crowd. I mean, it was cool. It was really cool.
It was.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah. So like I said, that was the one thing you'd like to have happen if there was 16 teams, that there was 2 rounds of home games. That would be home games are what makes the whole thing.
I think 16 is the way to go ultimately.
And I heard this on the drive home the other day, and it was true, is that there's nothing now, and I've played in them and had some, I guess, okay. And actually enjoyed it until we played Miami and Jerry's World, and Wisconsin, we played LSU and
neutrals.
I can't. There's nothing I despise more than the neutral site game to start a season.
I heard him talking about that. Probably the same thing you did.
I hate it. Stop it.
Well, but what about the rivalry games?
No, that's different. But there's only one really.
Florida, and Jacksonville.
That's the only
one.
Been
doing it for a long time.
Where else? What other game is there that's neutral site? The only one that I care about is that one. That's been the world's largest cocktail party. It's an incredible name. OU Texas.
OU Texas.
No, it's Oklahoma. No, it's Texas State Fair, and even Oklahoma. Both those are like no.
Right.
Those are different. Those are rival. But the one-offs are like I say this randomly. Who's the game in Atlanta? It's like, oh, it's so and so and so and so. Yeah, it doesn't interest me.
Yeah, I get you. Like when Wisconsin plays Alabama in Jerry's World. Why are you doing this?
Yes, yeah,
I get you. I
want nothing to do with that.
I don't know. I'm trying to play devil's advocate. Is it cool for the Wisconsin to say we're playing Alabama in Jerry's World?
Yeah, I guess, but I'd rather see it at home and home. I want nothing to do with it. What else you got from the text line?
The headline. We're late here. Headline once again, please,
Please
Bill.
hit us with the headline.
I will. The peace train is highly strained. The power of two lost some glue.
That is a Football Facts Monday.
What do you got, Steve?
Bill's
Was the
Show.
headline inspired by Cat Stevens?
Yes, it
The
was.
Peace Train.
And one of my, and yeah.
Do you like that
And the band in Lincoln, if you remember this one, it's called Finest Hour. And when Finest Hour would play Peace Train.
They played Peace Train
They
by
played-
Cat Stevens?
Oh, it's incredible. Peace Train. What a great song, Cat Stevens.
Yeah, it's a pretty good song.
Jacob, you can play Cat Stevens once.
It's possible. I have not played it before, or Cat Stevens before, but I can look into that.
Thank
for
you.
Song of the Day coming up. Hour 2 is next. And
We're
early
late,
break
Jake.
Yeah.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We interrupt this commercial break for an important story.
There once was a man from Nebraska who went searching for food in Alaska. When his stomach was rumbling while laying in bed, he could think of only one option, Führer's cheese spread. So he left it once and drove day and night to return back home for cheese spread delight. Now his stomach is full and the voice in his head tells him no more vacations without Führer's cheese spread. Find yours today at most local grocers.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, a chance of showers and storms in the morning. Otherwise, decreasing clouds this afternoon. The high around 85. Tonight, mainly clear skies and light winds. An overnight low near 60. And tomorrow, we'll see mainly sunny skies with light winds. An afternoon high around 89. I'm meteorologist Kyle Flecker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread's Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread Central Tire Pros because we tread differently. Are you looking for a place to relax and unwind after a long week? Grotto Bar and Lounge is the perfect spot to enjoy a full menu and in-house DJs on Friday and Saturday nights. If you're wanting to start your Saturday or Sunday off the right way, stop by for brunch starting at 9 a.m. Don't forget, Grotto offers a full catering service as well for those graduation parties, birthday celebrations, and weekend family get-togethers. Give Grotto Bar and Lounge a call today at 402-261-3019 or visit them in person at 70th and A in the Clock Tower Shopping Center.
Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next opportunity? Nebco is hiring. They're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. They offer competitive wages, great benefits, service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Apply today at nebco.com. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for the Nebco shop. Learn more at nebco.com. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at nebco.com.
Batter up! Join us this summer at Haymarket Park for 50 action-packed Salt Dogs games running now through August. Visit saltdogs.com for updates on everything you need to know about weekly promotions, giveaways, and special events. That's where you'll find the latest updates to make sure you catch all the excitement and never miss a homestand you want to attend. Haymarket Park is your ticket to fun all summer long. Visit saltdogs.com to get your tickets and unleash the fun.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at gainatrucking.com.
Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today.
Life changes, and sometimes that means changing where you call home. Whether you're downsizing, growing a family, relocating, or facing tough times, you shouldn't navigate it alone. I'm Laura Bonta-Busch with Woods Rose Realty, and I'm here to guide you with all your real estate needs. As wife of football coach Bill Busch, I understand the importance of teamwork and making sure you are supported every step of the way with honesty, integrity, and compassion. If you're looking for a game plan to buy or sell your home, text or call me at 402-525-0843. That's 402-525-0843.
Attention baseball and softball players. The Nebraska Dominators are looking to add players to their baseball and softball teams for the 2026 season. Tryouts are happening now for all age groups, ranging from 7 years old to 14 and under for baseball and 7 years old to 18 and under for softball. Visit the Nebraska Dominators Facebook page for more information today. Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs, from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197. An award-winning softball season deserves a celebration. Don't miss your chance to congratulate Jordy Ball in person. Join the team at Midwest Bank for a special meet and greet on July 16th at their Jamie Lane location as they recognize her incredible achievements. Bring your friends, your team spirit, and your favorite gear for Jordy to sign, and it all kicks off at 4 p.m. They can't wait to see you there. Get all the details at midwest.bank. Midwest Bank, member FDIC.
Wake up, Lincoln.
I overslept. Damn rooster didn't crow.
It's time for Early Break, sponsored by Midwest Bank. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I'm wrong, but I'm not.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
If I were a feral cat.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
You get one team. Mine's the Houston Oilers. I'm not the Texans, and I'm not the Titans. So I'm out.
This is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 2 on a Monday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Second hour is always sponsored by our friends at Midwest Bank, member FDIC. Location in South Lincoln at 27th and Jamie Lane, also at 70th and Pioneers. And what does Shin Daddy have going on today in Creightonville?
It's going to take a while. They'll play it every Monday. It's Monopoly Monday.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Oh,
yes, Monopoly Monday.
God dang, I've been waiting for it.
Yes, and they have the and Shin Daddy. Guess who the banker is? Shin Daddy
It has to be
the
him.
banker of Monopoly Monday.
God dang it.
Yes, and so you get in there and they play it. It's on it's on a big board though. It's on a giant board. So when you get like the horse and the what else is there? What are all the?
I don't know what the trinkets are.
The trinkets
I
are.
forget also.
Oh, it's that. How about the crazy thing about that game is the trinkets?
Yeah.
How weird they are. Wasn't like a cannon? Wasn't that one of them? Like a horse?
I think a cannon.
So when you come in immediately, you get
this.
your Monopoly money. When you come in and the game starts, you start purchasing things on Boardwalk.
He just keeps outdoing himself.
Monopoly Monday.
You can play Monopoly.
Yeah.
Get in a Monopoly game.
When you get there, you get started. Yes. Yes. And when Monday,
you don't even. I don't know. This is probably a dumb question. You don't even have to do banking. I wouldn't.
No, you can just come
go play
in.
Monopoly.
Just come in and play Monopoly. Yes. The game gets started.
Great service.
Everyone's in. And so Monopoly Monday is
Just
starting.
one board? How many boards?
One board.
One board.
One board.
Okay.
And
That's a
now
good
it's
question,
started a
Jake.
little later. 10:44.
Okay.
To make sure everyone knows like that. Because as you guys know, Monopoly takes a while.
It takes
a chance to
take a full day
It
sometimes.
could take a full day. So it's going to take a while. So it's going to be a pretty crowded lobby in there. And then the big board that everybody plays on. So there'll be a lot going on.
The Lucky Thimble.
The Lucky Thimble was one. Yes.
It's been removed.
The thimble's done?
Yeah, there's a news story
happened?
in February of 2017. Despite being an integral part of day-to-day life when the token was originally added to the game, the Lucky Thimble has lost its shine and will be retired. The thimble. You don't remember the Lucky
People still
Thimble?
buying like a new Monopoly game? Like if you at this point, you either have it or you're just never going to have it.
The Monopoly game you have right now, if you go to pull it out, it should be from 1964.
You don't go buy a new Monopoly.
The board's almost like when you open it up, it's like easy. It might just tear apart.
It might just prick. Got some duct tape on it.
Yeah. Okay, so remember the top hat was a trinket.
Yes.
The thimble we mentioned. Yes. The iron.
Was there a cannon?
Battleship cannon.
Yeah.
Wheelbarrow.
Yes. A wheelbarrow. Don't remember the wheelbarrow.
Trinkets. Race car, Scotty dog, shoe. Yeah, the weird trinkets. Anyway, so Shindy will have all of it.
All of it. Monopoly
you can get in a long game.
Yes. You might be imagine going all of a sudden your wife's like, what is going on in there? Well, I got the thimble.
Doing pretty well.
I just bought Boardwalk.
You should see my stack of money I had in there. Doing really well.
Monopoly money.
Remember the money? It's all different colors. Like that was
remember
great.
vividly. Yeah. It's fun. That and Yahtzee. Those are the two fun ones. So there's other fun board games.
You could play for like 12 hours Monopoly.
Mm-hmm.
It's going. Shindy, he's the banker.
It goes like 10, 15.
Monopoly Monday in Creighton. God dang it.
At the bank.
So he's working is it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday for Shindy?
I got to check in. He might be taking Thursday off. So I'll get back to you.
Okay.
I'll let you guys know. I'll let you know.
He's off Friday for sure.
Friday for sure. 4th of July, obviously.
Back Monday, though.
Back Monday.
A lot of people ask me, are you working Monday? I'm like, why am I missing something?
Why wouldn't I be? It's the 7th.
The revelry's over.
That would be like, it'd be like the Monday after Thanksgiving. Are you working? Thanksgiving was like 4 or 5 days ago. Yes.
All right.
Like if the 4th was a Sunday, I could see that question, but it's a Friday.
Right.
See, everyone thinks that I disagree. Everyone thinks that this is the best. If you have the 4th on a Friday, it's the
okay. What do you think about that?
You're fighting this, Bill?
I'm fighting that. I want the 4th on a Thursday because I think then most people just generally say, "Hey,
taking
Fridays off." Just it turns into a 4-day weekend. If it's on Friday, they don't say take Thursday off.
No.
But if it's sandwiched between the day and the weekend, you get the bonus.
I get it.
You get the bonus. Same way if it's on Tuesday, take the weekend, take Monday, enjoy Thursday.
Got it.
That's the day you want. Now, once it goes to Wednesday, you got yourself you're in a pickle. You're 100%, and then you just got nothing. It's like, hey, you taking 2 days off? No, I'm not doing that. Now you just get the day.
Yep.
And it's in the middle of the week, which just takes away
Wednesday
from it.
is the worst for any holiday.
So this is a good, but no, I'd much rather have a Thursday or a Tuesday because I think you can get the bonus day in between. People go, what the hell? Just do it. Just take it off.
We'll see you Monday.
See whatever.
Thanks to Shindy.
Thanks to Midwest Bank for sponsoring hour 2 as always. 464-5685. Call or text as always. I was reading some.
This is good.
CBS Sports they have their wild card teams. The headline is USC Oklahoma among the sport's biggest mysteries entering the 2025 season. They listed a couple teams here that could be potential wild cards. Could be 11-win teams. Could be 6-win teams.
It's odd, right?
Really high ceilings and some low floors here for these teams.
Because we're talking about winning close games.
Correct.
Losing close games.
And the first team listed is a team that Bill once coached. That's the Utah Utes. Their odds to reach the playoff are at 520. Plus 520.
Didn't make a bowl game last year, Bill.
Which was shocking.
Things went astray. They had, they're planning on Cam Rising being unbelievable for him, coming back, didn't play, got injured. And then and the quarterback they went and got from New Mexico, I bet I watched him 6 games.
Devon Dampier?
Yeah, and he is impressive. And they brought the coordinator that has Utah ties. Actually, he's from BYU, if I'm correct. Brought him to Utah, and I just think they're going to spark. Shocked if this is not. Now, has he told me anything? No, but there's a lot of rumors that maybe last year was going to be Whittingham's last year.
Kyle Whittingham,
and he said he goes, I can't go out on what just took place. So it might be his last year, might not be. I mean, he's still going a million miles an hour. Incredible coach. So I talk to Kyle quite often. Never have that conversation with him ever. Not one time. We just talk about whatever's going on, and he likes songs. I sent him the Bob Seger song the other day.
Which one?
What do you say?
I'll go back and look it up. I guess which one I sent him, but he was like, "Better Times." He loves that music.
Better times when you have all of your offensive line back
and a new quarterback that's very gifted with his feet and his arm.
Love Whittingham. We had that debate about Kirby and Whittingham. I think I won that one. Kirby.
You won, and I'm not anti Kirby, but just
I didn't mean to
Could
start.
Whittingham? What would he done in Georgia? And what would Whittingham? And what would
Don't
what
do
would
this.
what would?
Don't
what would
do
Kirby-
this.
The hypothetical has to exist.
If
It
you
has
have-
to
so if-
exist.
So if you flip the script, are you flip the script?
Don't do it.
Look what you did.
Not coming off
Look
a no
what
bowl
you
season.
did.
Not coming off a no bowl season. Come on now. I mean, Kirby's getting them to a bowl game, right?
Just flip the script. That's all I'm saying. Put Kyle at Georgia, and you put Kirby at Utah.
All right.
Let's see.
We'll revisit this.
Next up, wild card, another Big 12 team, Kansas. Kansas, of course, last year started off 1-5, terrible start. They battled back, got close to contention for a bowl game, but still a rough start. And Lance Leipold has had a great run so far at Kansas. I like that for a wild card.
Wild
also.
card team.
Yes.
Jalen Daniels, is he back?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
he's back.
So I think that's got a great chance. These are so intriguing.
Great chance to.
Yeah, but what's their ceiling though?
That's the question.
When you say wild card,
schedule.
are we talking
I don't
about
want
a
to hear
playoff
it.
team?
Let's not jack around here.
First of all,
Give me the schedule.
Lindy's has Kansas at 8 in the Big 12, right in the middle.
Okay, right in the middle. We all know that doesn't mean a lot. Give us a schedule. I think
We all know that doesn't mean a lot because why?
because of the Arizona State situation. that changes everything. Changes everything.
Because these preseason picks don't mean a lot. I agree with you on that, by the way. Kansas, this is what Lance has this year. Lance coming off of 5 and 7.
Let's do could lose.
Now, remember, the one thing I want to add is they beat 3 ranked teams to end last season. They won at BYU. Incredible
win. Yes.
Colorado they beat, and they won at Baylor. In fact, they beat Baylor 45-17 in Waco. They finished.
Their second half was really, really good. Yes.
Right.
Let's do could lose.
Okay, could lose. Okay.
Read
Here we
the
go.
start.
It's
Number
real.
one.
It's
Who do you
real.
got?
Fresno State.
Could lose.
Yep.
Yeah, that's in Kansas. Wagner.
No.
At Missouri.
Could lose.
Yep. It's 2. West Virginia.
Could lose.
3. Cincinnati.
No.
Okay. At UCF.
Could lose.
4. At Texas Tech.
Yes.
Could lose.
5. Don't act like Texas Tech is Alabama.
They're pretty good.
Kansas State.
Could lose.
Okay, that's 6, I think. Oklahoma State.
No.
Should be fine. At Arizona.
Could lose.
7. At Iowa State.
Could lose.
Utah and Kansas.
Could lose.
Could lose.
That's
Dang, did we
9.
get to 9?
They could go 3-9.
Yikes.
So with that schedule, I'd say no for playoffs. Good year potentially. If that schedule 8-4, you're pretty happy for a Kansas alum, aren't you?
Well,
I think they're always happy with 8-4 at Kansas.
John
be fair.
Mabry, former boss,
Oh, what did he say?
just sent in a picture of a stadium that says Rock Chalk on it.
Brand new.
Yeah, that's it. That's
Yeah.
the new stadium.
And they opened up with Fresno. It's a tough first game.
They
for
had
the
a
brand new
weird
stadium.
situation with that playing at Arrowhead. That's just not
Yes.
normal. Everything about it's not
Agreed.
normal.
So they're in
Yeah.
their new stadium now?
Yes, they're in it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh God.
I think that they play on a Friday night this year, right? Nebraska plays Thursday. And I think Kansas plays Friday at Fresno against Fresno at home. I'm pretty
Okay.
sure.
Also, SMU is a wild card with only 2 defensive starters back.
Yeah. I think they caught all their breaks. I'm just going to say I'm going with a no.
You're passing on that one.
Passing on them. Hard pass on SMU this year.
They lost half
Yeah.
the starting lineup. Period. 2 starters back on defense.
In Indiana, also a wild card per the CBS Sports playoff team last season.
Well, they got it. I mean, at best, right now, you'd have to say they got to go what? They're going to lose 2 to have a chance. They got to be 10-2, and their schedules. Ooh, that'll be tough.
It's really tough, much tougher. They brought in Fernando Mendoza
from Cal,
right, which they feel good about. They had now again 23 transfers. They went transfer heavy. That's what they're going to do. How about the Trojans as a wild card?
USC.
I would agree.
They avoid Ohio State and Penn State.
Would agree.
Do you like that quarterback?
Don't know if I like him enough to be in the playoffs, but I agree it's got a chance.
Jordan Maeva
Scares me because he's such a good runner. He concerns me.
He has enough skill set. It's just is the downside too much, which means turnovers. That's the concern. He's very loose with the ball.
He is.
Just in the pocket, just for fumbles. I'm talking.
Can't you teach that?
They're teaching. I guarantee you, they're not telling him, "Hey, listen, no big whoop if you turn it over."
Ball security.
Yeah, ball security.
The last two are Oklahoma and Auburn, both as wild card teams.
God dang, Auburn hasn't won more than 6 since COVID. How about that? Since before COVID.
That's a stat. That's a stat.
Yeah, they haven't won more than 6 since before COVID.
I heard through he's not a pundit, but a SEC highly knowledgeable yesterday in a phone conversation. He said Auburn is scary good.
Oh,
so he said he goes, Auburn is good.
All of its offensive line is back. How do you feel about Jackson Arnold?
Don't know. I don't have a lot. I don't know.
He didn't have anything at Oklahoma. I mean, I think might be an example of a quarterback who got wrongly judged because Oklahoma got decimated up front last year and their receiver core got just decimated.
Yeah, they were hurt. Sometimes I think all 5 starters were out.
Decimated.
I mean, yeah. So I don't think he was fairly judged. He might take off.
Right.
I could see that. I really could. I could see that happening. I see Auburn making a run. I think they will be much more. They're going to win 8 or 9. They're going to win 8 or 9.
So that's true wild card team. They would fit there.
True wild card. Hugh Freeze could have the last laugh from the golf course.
From the golf course.
Yeah.
Did he golf this weekend?
I imagine he did.
Did he turn his scores?
I hope he posted a picture. Look at playing too much golf over here.
That'd be the best. Also, have like a hole-in-one picture. That'd be awesome. Hole-in-one.
Hole 7. Used a 7-iron from 170.
Picture in the paper.
Yeah, picture in the paper.
Goofy look.
You freeze.
With holding the article up.
I wonder how many hole-in-ones Hugh's got. He's got to have one, right?
Yeah, you can ask him. Before we get to break, 3 words you don't want to hear in IT or what, Bill?
I've been hacked.
Oh, no, not again.
You can avoid.
Not again. Not again. That doesn't usually happen to you. Like, so imagine if you got hacked.
What are you doing to get hacked so many times?
Say you're working for whatever, LES, and we got hacked again. It's the 4th time this month.
That's trouble.
That's trouble.
That means you don't have Will.
They don't have Will like that. Yeah. So
you want Will. And a Will works at Applied Connected Technologies. They're in all 93 counties of the state. 99.6 retention rate, as you told us, Bill, up to 99.6.
This is where the highly intelligent people make the right decisions. Because it's kind of, it doesn't happen to us. Doesn't happen to us. Then one day you wake up and everything's gone. And all of a sudden you're being ransomed. What do you do?
That's fun.
Yeah.
You know who Will would have had a field day with?
Who?
Matt Weiss.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which we'll get to.
He'd be like, what are you doing?
He'd be like self-reporting like that. Jim, there's some activity I think you need to know about.
It's very odd.
What computer? Just the universities. University's computer.
There's been a lot of people that have been hacked by Matt Weiss.
Yeah.
I can't get in my own email. He gets into other people's emails.
I do. I can't open my own. I don't know.
Get Weiss.
Number of time.
Weiss is probably been in your email.
Imagine going down there. Hey, Weiss, real quick. What's going on, Bill? I can't get in my email. You come down to my office, see if you can find
I got it.
I got it. What do you need?
AppliedConnective.com. We'll discuss Matt Weiss next in early break on the ticket.
Bye.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Midwest Bank on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions with pay starting at $23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
Bagels and Joe is the best place to start off your mornings, and you can order your breakfast ahead of time on their app. You can't go wrong with one of their great bagel sandwiches or breakfast burritos. Stop by any of their 4 locations in Lincoln and their location in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
Now's the best time to lock in early order savings on a new John Deere planter from Landmark Implement during the early order program. Plan for success with the latest technology, including Exact Emerge high-speed planters that help you cover more acres with greater precision and productivity. Order your planter for next year now to unlock the biggest savings of the season. Contact your local Landmark location today and experience the Landmark difference.
Why are some people more successful Is it talent and determination, or did they recognize an opportunity? Discover a career that lets you help families reach their financial goals as you build lasting professional relationships. One with unlimited income potential. From Modern Woodman, a leading fraternal financial services provider.
I'm Modern Woodman Regional Director Sean Erickson. Call me at 402-483-6515 to learn about career opportunities.
Modern Woodman of America. Touching lives, securing futures.
Don't wait for Lincoln's Fireworks stands to open up. Get the good stuff at Roca Crazy Cracker in downtown Roca. Stop in from June 25th through July 4th for the hot spot for rockets and more this Independence Day. Open 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. every day. It's Roca Crazy Cracker Fireworks in downtown Roca.
Are you looking for a place to relax and unwind after a long week? Grotto Bar and Lounge is the perfect spot to enjoy a full menu and in-house DJs on Friday and Saturday nights. If you're wanting to start your Saturday or Sunday off the right way, stop by for brunch starting at 9 a.m. Don't forget, Grotto offers a full catering service as well for those graduation parties, birthday celebrations, and weekend family get-togethers. Give Grotto Bar and Lounge a call today at 402-261-3019 or visit them in person at 70th and A in the Clock Tower Shopping Center.
An award-winning softball season deserves a celebration. Don't miss your chance to congratulate Jordy Ball in person. Join the team at Midwest Bank for a special meet and greet on July 16th at their Jamie Lane location as they recognize her incredible achievements. Bring your friends, your team spirit, and your favorite gear for Jordy to sign, and it all kicks off at 4 p.m. They can't wait to see you there. Get all the details at midwest.bank. Midwest Bank, member FDIC.
What's better than supporting your favorite radio station and eating delicious Nebraska-made products? Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska wants to highlight you, the listener, on the 93.7 The Ticket Wall of Fame at the store. Stop by the store at 48th and R in Lincoln and see their huge variety of small batch gourmet jerky. Or if you're not in the area and want to try some, go to smokinggunjerky.com and enter code EARLY for 10% off your purchase. It's the ultimate low-calorie, high-protein snack at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska.
Batter up! Join us this summer at Haymarket Park for 50 action-packed Salt Dogs games running now through August. Visit saltdogs.com for updates on everything you need to know about weekly promotions, giveaways, and special events. That's where you'll find the latest updates to make sure you catch all the excitement and never miss a homestand you want to attend. Haymarket Park is your ticket to fun all summer long. Visit saltdogs.com to get your tickets and unleash the fun.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at gainatrucking.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road, just south of 14th and Highway 2.
This
Well, good morning, little brother.
is Early Break. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry.
Finance!
At Currency, a Sandhills global company, they offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. Also, a 4.5-day work week, attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more today.
Also, opportunities that Carson would let us know about that they will do a co-ed slow pitch softball team also. They'll try
That
to
sounds fun.
they'll put a team together if
Really?
the new guys are interested, the new male and female employees that get hired, if they'd like to get involved in a co-ed softball league, that they'll help finance that also.
Oh, I bet the equipment will be top grade.
They'll have those torpedo
that's a given.
bats, but they have the torpedo softball bats.
Yeah.
Carson will
Those
get
kind
those.
of lost steam.
They did.
Yeah, that lost a lot of steam.
All the
all of a sudden,
conversations
remember
on
that's
those.
going to change baseball a
The
week
Yankees
later?
are cheating with torpedo bats.
Yeah. But Carson, if they
And
need
Judge
them,
went about 1 for 27. Hey, wait a second. Go ahead, Carson.
can you imagine what that'd be like? Imagine jogging out there in your Sandhills Global currency uniform. Imagine that. Carson managing the
That's
team.
some pride right there.
Jim Hansen on third base.
Hanson, would he play third?
No, he wouldn't be on third. He'd be the coach,
Oh.
third base coach. Jim Hansen's not.
He's playing
the
third
hot
base.
corner. Not playing the hot corner.
That'd be fun to watch, though.
Be fun to see.
He might have
Look
aged
at the
out.
range on
Yes.
Jim over there.
Look at Jim with the range. Just a
He's got
vacuum.
a cannon going to first base.
He would help Carson manage like that. So anyway, finance.
GoCurrency.com/careers. We mentioned in the last segment the Matt
playing
Weiss
third.
situation.
Oh, yeah, Matt Weiss.
According to a new federal lawsuit filed Friday, Jim Harbaugh, along with other Michigan officials, allowed former Wolverines co-OC to Matt Weiss to coach in the 2022 Fiesta Bowl, despite knowing that he illegally hacked into the personal accounts of female college athletes. This is from Football Scoop. It says they allege Weiss was caught at the football facility doing private information belonging to the female student athletes just days before Christmas of 2022, and that unnamed staffer reported to the university officials before their December 31st tilt against TCU in the Fiesta Bowl. Also, former President Santa Ono and AD Ward Manuel are in this suit as well.
Like 50 plus people. It's a class action. It's not good for Harbaugh.
It's talk about something getting real. They
It's
have
been real.
they have timelines. They have all this information. I mean, this is going to go down as a epic case. This will be one that because there is no chance that this isn't going to probably cost Michigan $100 million.
A lot of money.
I mean, they're going to win this case. They're going to win. They being the plaintiffs. Is that the right word? Plaintiffs? Am I correct in that?
Correct.
The plaintiffs are going to win on this. They have that. They've seized all of his computers. They have all the knowledge, and now they have a staffer that's going to be put on trial and said, when did you discover this? When was this reported? And then I just don't know if you can keep saying I wasn't made aware.
If you're Harbaugh.
Yes, I wasn't made aware.
Matt Weiss was his quarterback's coach and then OC. And
so the game they're talking about is where they lost to TCU. That was playoff
in the Fiesta Bowl.
Playoff game, correct?
Right.
That's
so
right.
That's how important the game was. It's like, hey, we have a chance to win the national championship here. And they lost.
They lost to TCU. That's right.
But
Harbaugh claims he didn't know about the allegation. I can't read it without laughing. Harbaugh claimed he didn't know about the allegations till after the Fiesta Bowl. Now that's getting harder to believe is what's happening.
For those who have forgotten, again, he was fired. Matt Weiss was fired in January 23. He has been indicted in federal court, accused of computer crimes where he illegally gained access to a database of student athletes at more than 100 colleges that were maintained by a third party. He's accused of downloading personal information, including medical data of more than 150,000 athletes, and using that information to access areas like their social media and cloud storage accounts, where he then allegedly downloaded personal and intimate photographs and videos.
With a focus on female college athletes.
Downloaded.
He's got 24 counts of various computer crimes and 10 counts of aggravated identity theft.
Federal.
Matt Weiss.
I mean, how long is he going to be in prison? 25 years?
I don't know.
I mean,
a long time.
But the case here,
I mean, we got to see.
He's facing up to 5 years on each computer charge.
You got to see, but
and it's a class action suit against him, against Michigan. Somebody in there's the, like in the NFL, you always hear protect the shield between Ono, Ward Manuel, and Harbaugh. Someone's not protecting the shield.
No,
someone's going to make it real crystal clear that this is what was done. Now, at the same time, are they all going to say they had no knowledge? Because would there be one person in there that would say, we have this information? They wouldn't be immediately, okay, we're done.
Well, Did they?
I mean,
did they have it before letting Weiss coach in the bowl game? Is what I think what's at issue here, right? Did they know that this was an issue and then said we need him to coach against TCU anyway? So that's the issue.
Well, it's going to be pretty simple. It's like, well, somewhere it's going to be who didn't say something,
right?
Because they said that it was reported by a staffer,
right? I don't want to condemn. I don't want to do this thing where I say Jim was. I mean, he's lying. I don't. Maybe he wasn't. It looks like trouble for him. You know,
they're going to be on this. I mean, like I said, when it's class action, if I'm correct on this, it's triple the damages. If my knowledge is correct if Marty check in on this, I believe it is. I believe that's the whole thing with the class action. It goes to triple. That was the reason that this class action suit they had to settle this with the House settlement, because if it didn't and it went to class action, that there is a chance that it could be somewhere in the 15 billion, 10 to 15 billion dollars. So class action, let us know, lawyers out there. But when this is class action, this is big. And
it's a problem.
I mean,
it's a problem.
And they already have them. First of all, he's going to be guilty of at least the crimes that he did.
Just be careful to.
I'd be shocked on that one when you talk
but it's
about
conjecture.
Yes, it is conjecture. So I'll pull back on that one. It appears on the right now that not good situation.
I agree with you. It looks bad, but I don't like to I don't like to convict people before they're.
It's true. We've already had that conversation today.
We did.
100%.
We did.
But where's Jim now? Does Jim is he in L.A. just shrugging this off? Does his wife say anything to him? Or is this just so distant from him now? And does he have so much money that this doesn't matter?
I think the Connor Stallions thing is distance from him. I think they've kind of already said, although the final ruling's not come out yet on that, I think it's kind of like that's distant. This one you can't escape. This is one. It's a class action suit that involves. I mean, it's serious crimes.
If what would happen to him, other than what? I mean, what's going to happen? What is his lawyer saying, Jim? I wouldn't worry about this.
I would doubt his lawyer would be like, "Oh, yeah, don't. This is nothing."
I don't.
He's going to be. He's going to be
not going away for anything. I mean, it's not.
He's gonna have to answer under oath. Ward Manuel have to answer under oath.
Yeah,
that's pretty major.
Jim,
no.
What you can say unequivocally is Jim presided over a massive mess at Michigan.
That is true,
and somehow has he's kind of skirted a lot of scrutiny. Although now it's getting to the point where I think more and more people have to be like, Jim, what were you doing?
Well,
how'd you not know about these guys, not know about any of this stuff?
To the extent that the national championship year, half the games he was not present.
Also
6 games he missed.
The thing I always hammer home, I know it gets old, but he's banned from college football. I mean, he effectively is. So that's not small.
That's not small.
Not for the Harbaugh name.
If
you could always go back to college football. No, honey, I can't.
It's not an option for us.
I'm banned from college. I'm banned from college football.
I just won a championship 2 years ago, by the way.
You're being banned from radio. I mean, no, I can't do radio.
I mean, after a while,
I'm banned.
I'm banned.
I'm going to say this: University of Michigan, you'd say you'd hold one of the highest. I mean, you'd get Michigan,
100,
and their fan base you would hold extremely high. There has to be half the fan base, if not more, just disgusted. I think they'd just be like, I know we won, but what was going?
What the hell was going on?
Just
Stallions and Weiss on the same.
These are both crazy stories.
And
Two crazy
Stallions.
stories.
I mean, then you flip it and you say, okay, where would you be? Jake, super fan. This is Nebraska, and you flip the whole thing. Harbaugh's this whole thing happened in Nebraska exact same way. I would think this fan base would be like, wow.
They'd be ashamed.
They would be
completely ashamed.
It would be. You're going to have someone that doesn't matter. It's got to win. I think there'd be so many people around Nebraska now would just be like, what happened?
What
was
and how did that happen?
And how did that happen?
How was it allowed to happen?
And how was this? And now, and I just think, and I think Michigan would mirror Nebraska. I think they would mirror.
100, because what you're talking about is pride in
a
your
program.
tradition. And
It's-
Nebraska's never had anything like that, right?
No, coaches suspended, kicked out of football.
No.
Head
Nothing
coach
like
missing
that.
half the season.
Half the season.
No.
You imagine that? It's like, remember 95 was one of the best teams in the history of college football. Man, I wish Coach Osborne could have been there for half of it.
Just half of it.
Imagine
So
that.
weird.
Just imagine
Just
that.
half of it. Yeah.
And so this is going to come. And I'd like to say we need more lawyer information. We really do need Marty on. Like when it's class action, like you talked about. I mean, I don't know what's the settlement going to be? What are they
See, we don't know the ramifications. Is what we don't know in the sports talk.
Because
show.
the one thing that keeps coming up is like, do you want people up on the stand? Can you imagine if you're Michigan? Do you want your president, AD, and Harbaugh on the stand under oath and discussing things? And that could get really ugly,
especially if Jim has to acknowledge that he knew about Weiss's situation and let him coach anyway.
Because it's easy right now is to say, yeah, it's the same thing with the one thing. Well, I don't really remember. I think I bought him a hamburger. I don't remember what happened. Well, then all of a sudden, when they start showing up with facts, what if they have someone that can say, no, I told this information directly to him on this date.
Well, there's an email
or something
some
that came up.
Yeah.
And then also at the same time, there must have been something more going on for the staffer to report it. Because when you walk into offices and you're working, generally you're just working on football. It's all you do in your office. So this stuff was going. So he reported it. So it was going on in the office.
I would think so.
And then how would you? But I mean, was it one of those things where you like Weiss was like, hey, check this out?
I don't know.
How would you ever know? Can you imagine if I walked into your office at the Journal-Star, you have an office, how would I have any idea what you were doing?
Well,
if I stopped in to talk to you,
the only way is, and I always thought this was, position your computer so everybody can see it. That's what I would say. But why now in this, I don't know. I don't know how he pulled all of this off. I mean, Weiss obviously is very computer oriented.
I don't know how you pulled off what, but obviously, and he must have been, was it also crazy enough? It sounds as if it is that this was done on a university.
Now, what are you thinking about that? Why
on a university computer?
I don't know.
I mean, it's absolutely mind-boggling.
He's like a computer expert. I mean, he's accused of illegally accessing third-party databases,
but on a Michigan computer, though,
tied to more than 100 colleges and universities. I mean, this is very elaborate. I mean, like I said, me and Bill have trouble getting into our own email, let alone other people's.
Yes. I have 2 emails, and that is you can't imagine what goes through the household at our place. Right. How do I get in my Hotmail?
Same as yesterday.
Same as
this
yesterday.
Guy, the button and the password.
This guy's in people's cloud storage.
That's weird. That's crazy.
Then it was reported. Yeah. And remember, the feds showed up.
Yeah. He's on ABC World News tonight.
Yeah,
he is. I saw the report. It's not good. That's not good for Michigan to see your offensive coordinator walking into a federal courtroom in a suit and tie, accused federally of this sort of crime.
Where is
this is on World News tonight?
And Ono is he just retired? He's not there anymore.
He's done. He's retired.
So he's retired. So you've got
his former president.
So I didn't know if he was someplace else.
He might have went somewhere else. I think he tried to go somewhere else and he got denied.
So imagine that. So he's retired. He's retired.
Mm-hmm.
You've got Ward Manuel still in, and you got Harbaugh with the Chargers. I mean, the 3 guys doing a Zoom call. Hey, we got to get ourselves together.
Well,
here.
Again, I wonder if Harbaugh even it cares.
When it's a class action suit against you, when the other one with Connor Stallions, that was the NCAA. But it's going to be, and that you get banned for life. But there is no like, hey, you're also going to get sued for this, or this might cost you $25 million.
He shouldn't care. I just wonder if he does. I don't know.
I think he's
got all the money he's ever going to need. He's not going to get. They're not going to get into his bank account over this. I mean, he might get slapped a little bit. His reputation further sullied. But what does he care at this point? Does it seem like he cares? I don't agree with it. I think it looks terrible. My opinion on Jim has changed, frankly.
Can you imagine? And also, I said the people that have knowledge.
Game show.
All
right, let's move on. 464-5685.
Monday, fascinating Monday.
Your chance to win a business box of bagels to Bagels and Joe and Shut Up Sipple. Today's topic is NFL quarterbacks of the 70s.
Oh, God.
If you guys don't win, that's shameful.
I will say this. I always say, I don't know. I might lock up, but we should be good.
Oh, yeah.
If
we're not,
don't lock up.
If you know your NFL quarterbacks of the 70s, 464-5685. Shut Up Sipple starts right now.
We've all been there. You're listening to the radio, and then that rage starts to grow inside of you. It starts to consume you. It gets to a point where you just want to yell, "Shut up, Sipple!" No, sorry. I'm sorry. Well, here's your chance. It's time to shut up, Sipple. Call now to play. 464-5685. Shut up, Sipple. Brought to you by Bagels and Joe.
All right, 464-5685. Call the Dick Down, Sip and Bill in trivia. Last week, 2-3. Is that right, Rudy? Yep, 2-3 last week. Last week, you had a 2-0 start and lost 3 in a row.
Faded.
Today we have Alex. Alex, how do you feel about NFL quarterbacks of the 1970s?
Just okay.
All right. Feels just okay.
All
you
right.
guys have to feel great about this. So
We should be good.
Can't you just keep every game show
In the 70s.
I wish I could, but no. Alex, first question goes to you. Bill, a lifeline for Sip for one question. Who was the starting quarterback of the Redskins from 1971 to 77, going 49, 22, and 1 as a starter?
Got it. You know.
Well, it's a layup, but do we have the right name?
Yeah. Yes, we do.
My only guess is Joe Theismann.
Joe Theismann is not correct.
We got it. We're stealing this.
Yep.
This is steal and a dunk. I'm going to tomahawk dunk this, okay?
Hey, I'm writing it down. I'm sure I have it too.
Billy Kilmer.
Kilmer, yes.
Billy Kilmer is correct.
Sonny was a little bit earlier. Jurgensen.
That's
That's what I was trying to
got
think.
real a little
Got
bit,
real
yeah.
for a second.
1-0 lead for
Sip. Single bar.
Yeah.
Quarterback with a single bar.
Scary.
For the 2-0 lead, Sip, first question. Who was the starting quarterback of the Baltimore Colts from 74 to 77, winning the league MVP honors in 1976?
Burt Jones.
Wouldn't have had it.
Burt Jones is
Wouldn't
correct.
have had it. Would not have had it.
Burt Jones is correct.
Would
2-0
not
lead.
Would not have had that.
More 70s.
Back to you to stay alive.
Burt Jones.
Alex, last question. Who was the starting quarterback of the Bengals from 71 to 79? Also was all the way through 1984, actually.
Lame.
Layup. Stay alive.
Got it. We got this.
I can see him. I don't know. Pass.
Well, you can't pass. This is a stay alive. You need a guess here, Alex. Anything.
How much time do you get, Jake?
5 seconds. 5, 4, 3.
I don't get it.
All right. Give you the horns. That's a victory for Sip. But who was that?
Ken Anderson.
That would be Ken Anderson. That is correct. Alex, nice try. We'll get you back on the coffee, but he hung up.
Nice try. Well, if you didn't grow up in this era, it's not easy. It'd be brutal.
Right, but we did.
Yes.
So we know.
I have asked this one before. This one person here. Let's see if you can remember. Who was the St. Louis Cardinals QB from 70 to 79, earning Pro Bowl berths each season from 74 to 77.
Right? Yeah, Jim Hart.
Is it the great Jim Hart?
Oh, we could do this all day.
Just keep going.
Dolphins in the 70s. Who was that?
Bob Greasy.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Well, Morrill was in there.
It was.
Yeah, and that Juergens thing was good job on that.
Okay, tiebreaker for Bill. Roger Staubach was the starting quarterback of the Cowboys the entire 70s decade of 113 games played. How many did the Cowboys win?
113?
Yep.
71.
Oh, God. I was going to say 73.
84 wins and 29 losses.
Roger.
They were 84 and 29 under him.
From Navy.
Hey, one thing before we go to break, Jim.
Yes, go ahead.
Here's the beautiful thing about Chat GPT. I just typed in, is Santa Ono retired? Santa Ono. God, this is amazing. Chat GPT. Hello. Santa Ono has not officially retired from his career. As of late May, he resigned as president of the University of Michigan and stepped away from his faculty position. In early May, he became the sole finalist for the University of Florida presidency. But the Florida Board of Governors rejected his appointment on June 3rd of 2025. There you go.
Now you might know why.
Yeah, well, yeah.
And just remember,
that might be.
Now you might know why they rejected that.
Ono and Ward did not get along with Harbaugh. That's
No.
well noted.
No.
They're like this.
No, right.
They're like this.
Jim was a pain.
Yeah. So there's going to be
all the stuff that's going on behind the scenes. They knew about.
There's not three guys, their arms locked right now.
And they're paying Jim a truckload of money.
That's right.
And
Yeah.
there's feds on campus. There's NCA that took up residency
Could
on
you
campus.
imagine, like, hey, if you pull up to stop by the office, the visitor parking's full. Why not? Why is that? Well, we got the feds are here, the FBI's here,
and the NCA.
They're here, and then they got.
They're all here.
They're all
today,
here.
Jim.
They
got a second.
They come in and get their badges. They get check in every morning. They're checking in. Todd Schmenge here, NCAA.
Jim's cracking jokes.
Yep. Third hour is next, and an early break on the ticket.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Midwest Bank. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Life changes, and sometimes that means changing where you call home. Whether you're downsizing, growing a family, relocating, or facing tough times, you shouldn't navigate it alone. I'm Laura Bonta-Busch with Woods Bros Realty, and I'm here to guide you with all your real estate needs. As wife of football coach Bill Busch, I understand the importance of teamwork and making sure you are supported every step of the way with honesty, integrity, and compassion. If you're looking for a game plan to buy or sell your home, text or call me at 402-525-0843. That's 402-525-0843.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today.
Hey guys, you have heard about the Farrell's 10-week challenge for years on the ticket. If you still haven't joined us for this amazing challenge, what are you waiting for? You could be our next $1,000 winner like Derek, who just lost 30 pounds, 23 inches, and 8% body fat. Derek changed his life in the 10-week challenge, and so can you. Farrell's combines kickboxing, strength training, and nutrition coaching to get you the results you have been waiting for. Join us July 12th for the Summer 10-Week Challenge. Go to fxblincoln.com to enroll today.
Attention baseball and softball players. The Nebraska Dominators are looking to add players to their baseball and softball teams for the 2026 season. Tryouts are happening now for all age groups, ranging from 7 years old to 14 and under for baseball and 7 years old to 18 and under for softball. Visit the Nebraska Dominators Facebook page for more information today.
Hey there, this is Paul Scheel, owner of High Electric. I want to thank our friends and loyal customers and introduce High Electric to those looking for a new electrician. We've been serving the Lincoln and Omaha area for over 30 years, from design to install, upgrades and repair. If you are a homeowner or a small business needing some electrical work, call us at 402-466-6606 or check us out at hyelectric.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
Shopping for new flooring is different today. Getting your questions answered, making the right selection, getting the best value, and installed quickly and professionally. Visit ostreetcarpet.com or shop our store. We'll answer all your questions and help you make the right choice. You'll be enjoying your new floor in just days for less than you'd pay elsewhere. Carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, tile, and area rugs. We've got it all.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with taco night on Mondays or whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake. Don't wait for Lincoln's fireworks stands to open up. Get the good stuff at Roca Crazy Cracker in downtown Roca. Stop in from June 25th through July 4th for the hot spot for rockets and more this Independence Day. Open 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. every day. It's Roca Crazy Cracker Fireworks in downtown Roca. Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road, just south of 14th and Highway 2.
Wake up, Lincoln.
Good morning. Good morning.
It's great to stay up late. It's time for Early Break, presented by Nebco. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I like Stone.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
And here comes a sandwich from God.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
Hey, somebody grab me a mocha quick, would you?
This is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 3 on a Monday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Third hour sponsored by our friends at Nebco.
Nebco!
Now hiring at Ready Mix Concrete. Apply today at Nebco.
A whole family of raccoons.
Oh, God.
Where? Right here. Look at them. The baby ones are right here.
Baby one.
Jake, can you get on them?
I got the camera.
They
out
just
there.
came cruising by. There's 6 more inside that.
Look at that little baby raccoon.
I can see the face, I think, maybe.
There was 6 more in there.
They're
the mother
burrowed
came
in,
through, and then you see,
they're in the bush. Jake.
They're in the bush.
You can't see them. You just see the bush.
Rudy,
move.
get them out.
I have them. I have the bush on the TV. Can't see them.
They just came rolling by. A whole family. What was there? Probably 6 or 7 of them.
On O Street.
You saw
on
them
O
too,
Street.
Sip? You saw it?
I saw the babies. Yeah. I didn't see the mama. So you don't want to walk into that little patch over there.
That could be a painful painful walk there.
Mama's not gonna like it.
Yeah, there was a lot of them.
Yeah, that was interesting. So they're just in that right by the tree.
They're right by there. You still see the
have Rudy watch out for them. Maybe far they can go.
Yeah,
check it out.
So if you're I'd say the informative thing in this conversation is if you walk downtown and you see these bushes, be careful.
Don't walk into
just be careful.
Because there's a family of
raccoons
in there.
Down Lincoln.
You wouldn't expect.
You still see the things moving on.
You wouldn't necessarily.
I want to see how they exit. If they exit out to
the street,
or where they go.
Mama's got them in. I wouldn't want all those cars rolling around with my kids in there.
Where did they come from? Like I said,
they come from under the street.
There were 6 of them.
They come from under the street, out of the
gutter,
gutters.
Gutters.
Sewers. Yeah, that's what I imagine.
Possible.
Yeah.
By the way, we had a text earlier in the show. I was talking about how I was shooting, clays this past weekend.
Shooting clays.
Sporting.
Bookie in South Dakota says, have you guys ever done a show out of state? You guys are welcome to do a show at the Thunderstick Lodge in Chamberlain, South Dakota. I guarantee we would get all the legs of the stool to hit the clay targets.
Thunderstick Lodge, Chamberlain.
In Chamberlain, South Dakota.
What can you do for me in the fishing thing? In Bookie? Anything fishing there? That's a very popular fishing on the Missouri River right there.
Oh!
Yes, right, yes.
The Mizzou.
Yes, Chamberlain.
So
is that where Nash is from?
Yeah, right by Chamberlain.
Okay.
Is it
Nash
Waukoma, something like that? It's a small town near Chamberlain. So.
Nash Hutmacher.
Yes. Yes. 464-5685. Call or text as always. I was reading Husker Line on 3 this weekend. Steve Sipple was writing some things this weekend.
Very good.
We know you talked with Dana Holgerson recently. Was this a second conversation, or
this was the same conversation?
Okay.
The secret interview
was not a secret.
And in this column, you wrote that Dylan Raiola hit a freshman wall last year, per Dana Holgerson.
Yeah, I was surprised he said,
and that he should be able to avoid it this year thanks to an improved offensive line. What was the tenor of his conversation? The way he said this.
He said a
couple, about the freshman wall.
The interesting things he said was, he said he has said that before. I don't remember him saying that Dylan hit a freshman wall. Obviously, the last 8 games, he threw 4 touchdown passes against 9 interceptions. So what he said was, when I got here, so Dana got here in early November. Do you guys remember this?
I do.
He came here in early November after the UCLA game. Nebraska had slid to 99th nationally in total offense. They were really scuffling. And they brought in Holgerson as an offensive consultant, quickly took over as play caller. He said one of the first things he notices is that Dylan had hit a wall. It was never portrayed that way. Maybe you guys saw it. I didn't necessarily see it.
If I really saw it, and then it wasn't portrayed that way. You're right. The first time I've heard it was in your article.
Yeah, that's really the first time I've heard it too. Now, Dana Holgerson said, now I've said this before, and I was like, I never heard you say that, but anyway, he said that Dylan had hit the freshman wall, and they just needed to get him to the finish line with confidence. Again, I didn't really, I never really saw that myself. I didn't see a visible loss of confidence. Now the Iowa game, which, by the way, Holgerson, we got it. Was there movement?
Yep.
There's Bushes are moving.
A couple of them popped up with their heads out, so they're still rummaging all around the tree.
Here they come. There's a baby.
Here we go.
Oh, baby, be careful now.
Here we go.
Look at that baby raccoon.
I got the camera. I don't see him on the camera.
There's a baby raccoon.
You
just hate it for him. You got to be careful. Get back in.
Oh, there he comes. So saw.
Yeah, I saw a human. Get back in. See, that's what I mean. If a human just
I see him now.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Popped
by the
up.
tree.
You can scurry up that tree.
You can't see on the camera though. It's not far enough away.
Oh, it's too bad.
You gonna scurry up that tree?
The best was just seeing like, all right, let's check this out.
Oh, the baby raccoons. I'm concerned
Coming back
about
out.
them. Yeah,
Coming back out. We got one out.
Yeah, what are you doing? Yeah, get back in there. Get back in the house.
They're kind of branch. Let's see if we get the other. There's 5 more in there. Okay, one's on the move.
This almost seems like an animal control issue.
One's on the move. One's out.
Right now, animal control right now.
I'm sure right now
they've got raccoons in front of the station.
This has to be
over
incredible radio if you're driving around.
Well, there are animals out on Oak Street.
Yes, it is interesting.
It is.
If a deer walks by, we'll be perplexed.
We also be very thrown off on the air.
We just saw a moose come by.
Deer trots by.
Could happen.
Anyway, where were we here?
Holgerson.
Talk about Dylan.
Freshman wall.
Yeah, Dylan had hit a freshman wall. He finished okay, although I was getting to that Iowa game. It was kind of refreshing for some reason to hear Holgerson said the Iowa game still pisses him off. It was a really bad loss. But if you look at 2 of the last 3 games are pretty good. Wisconsin, Dylan was good. Wasn't good against Iowa, but was pretty good against Boston College. His numbers were good. I don't have the article in front of me, but in those 2 wins, his numbers were good. He completed 73.5% of his passes, threw for 517 yards in those 2 games. He was fine. And maybe that's why I don't remember him, the whole freshman wall thing and his a loss of confidence. But yes, he said, Dana said, and it's not rocket science. He said the 2 positions you have to start with are quarterback and what's in front of him. And I think the offensive line is in pretty good shape. And he said it's depth that's the key. That if they have a couple guys go down, they'll be okay this year.
They have a lot of depth.
Right.
I mean, right now there's past starters not projected as starters.
Turner Corcoran.
Yeah.
Teddy Prohaska.
Teddy, right? I mean,
Gunnar
maybe
Gatula.
they are starters, but wherever.
No, probably not. Maybe
somebody, but there's going to be somebody not starting that has started before.
Probably two guys.
So that gives you great depth.
Yeah, they feel good about the young guys that are coming. They feel good about the old guys, and they feel good about the guys in between. So they feel good about the transfers. So they are in pretty good shape offensive line wise, and that should help Dylan. They were 94th nationally. They ended up 94th nationally in total offense. It's hard to imagine they'd be that bad this year.
Well, and this means nothing really in terms of what's going to happen, but EA Sports, did their video game, and they have Nebraska's a top 25 offense this year. One person, one outlet's opinion means nothing, but they're seeing a big leap from Nebraska.
I don't doubt that either. Just the EA Sports.
Yep, they're the ones that did it.
Smart.
I'm not sure where they get their data or their projections from, but that's what they have. Nebraska, the number 24 offense preseason.
Just wonder what it's going to look like. Well, I know what it's going to look like to the extent that Holgerson says it's not going to change that much, except he's pared it down significantly. He had to. But he always says the offense is not going to change much. He didn't want to change it, except it won't be nearly as extensive. So whatever that looks like, I don't really know. Will they lean? How hard will they lean on the run game? Can they lean on the run game? That's the mystery to me. He seems to really like Emmett Johnson. Who's the backup? Is it Quentin Ives? What I've heard recently is Mekhi Nelson's going to get a lot more carries, or maybe as many as Ives. So I don't. Again, it's funny when we talk about this stuff, and we talk about doing like a preseason poll of other teams. I don't even have I don't have all the answers on the team I cover, let alone Purdue.
Yeah,
I don't. In this world, the reason I would say I would counsel against preseason polls are just what I said. I don't know what Marquise Watson Trent has exactly, or Deshaun McCullough, or how all those guys are going to fit, what the defense is going to look like. That's the team I cover every day and think about 6 hours a day. How could I size up Michigan State accurately? Their beat writer told me the same thing. He goes, I don't know. He goes, I don't know what it's going to look like. It's hard to know when there's 61 new guys. That baby keeps popping out of the bush. Baby Raccoon.
We got another one coming.
Two of them.
2 out.
Little guys, get back in there.
They're back in.
Yeah, Mama said, get back in here.
Is on the sidewalk. I saw that.
There's a family of raccoons right outside our studio.
It's got us somewhat intrigued.
Yeah.
How could you not?
That and the freshman wall. There's the two things we're dealing with.
The freshman wall.
And
Dana's
raccoons
still
on the
being
street.
pissed off against Iowa, about Iowa, the loss. And baby raccoons. There's a really little one. Get back in there.
Watch out for the raccoons.
You got little guy. God, we're talking about 5 or 6.
There's one. It's on the camera now. It's on the camera. You see if you're watching.
One,
there they are.
two, three,
There's 3 there. There's 4. Yeah. They're on
You
the
don't see
screen.
this very
They're
often.
on the screen. There they are. Get to the video.
4 baby raccoons.
4 raccoons
right in front of us on O Street.
Right by the
And
trash
just so you
can.
know,
Where's Mom?
Mom's not here.
Where's Mom?
Mom's the one that came out the other way.
They're looking at us.
Yeah. They're like,
I'm serious about an animal control issue at this point. I think it almost is. Like,
there they are.
I hope they don't venture out onto the street.
I hope you're watching the stream, because they're right now, right dead. So now they're going off the screen. They're going back into the
they're
bushes.
looking for one person, Mom.
And Mom is nowhere
Where's
to be
Mom?
seen.
Mom went
She's
that
at.
way. That's where they're going. Mom went that direction.
Mom
find
needs
Mom.
to get back.
Yeah, Mom. Right now, there's a lot of confusion. There's 4 very confused right now. And they're like, where is Mom? They don't know what to do. And they're just kind of scurrying around.
They don't know any better.
Not often you have play-by-play on raccoons on the radio or anywhere in life, but that's the way it happens.
Rain. Whoa, what a day.
Starting the week off strong on a Monday. When we come back, what was the best of the weekend? Text us your best.
Mozzarella
from sports,
Monday.
life, and more.
Remember, we can't have 9 winners.
$25 to Valentino's on the line next on Early Break on the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Presented by Nebco. on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, a chance of showers and storms in the morning. Otherwise, decreasing clouds this afternoon. The high around 85. Tonight, mainly clear skies and light winds. Overnight low near 60. And tomorrow, we'll see mainly sunny skies with light winds. An afternoon high around 89. I'm meteorologist Kyle Flecker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Is your child 7 to 8 years old and wanting to get involved in competitive baseball or softball? The Nebraska Dominators have been active in the youth sports community since 1994 and are currently holding tryouts for their 7U and 8U baseball and softball teams. Visit the Nebraska Dominators Facebook page for more info today and provide your player the path to a successful and enjoyable youth sports experience with the help of the Nebraska Dominators.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top-quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
A1 Automotive's second location is now open at 5110 State Hill Drive, just off of Yankee Hill Road. The new location continues to specialize in all makes and models and provides personalized service as they have for 15 years. To honor the new store opening, A1 is offering $25 off any service over $300, $50 off services over $500, and $75 off services that total over $750, all through July 31st. Schedule your appointment today at A1AutoLincoln.com and visit their new location in South Lincoln at 5110 State Hill Drive.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next opportunity? Nebco is hiring. They're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. They offer competitive wages, great benefits, service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Apply today at nebco.com. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for the Nebco shop. Learn more at nebco.com. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at nebco.com.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs, from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Nebraska Veterans Aid is here for veterans and dependents facing unforeseen financial emergencies. Get assistance with food, fuel, shelter, clothing, transportation, and even funeral and medical expenses. If you're a veteran facing a financial emergency, apply for Nebraska Veterans Aid through your county veteran service officer. Learn more at veterans.nebraska.gov/NVA. Sponsored by the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
This
I'm not on drugs. I'm not drunk.
is Early Break. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We will get to Mozzarella Monday in a second. Before that, Bill, I have to ask, you went back to Pender for your reunion this weekend. Did you put on the Pender Pendragon's lights on your halo lights in the house to celebrate that at all?
Last night we went red, white, and blue.
Red, white, smart, America?
Did not celebrate that last night.
Okay.
But I'm telling you what, right now, the number of lights that I saw, even driving back, I saw the halo lights kind of all throughout the state.
Did you?
And it is happy time is what it is. Driving in this morning, I saw them on Chick-fil-A on, was that 48th and O?
Yep, that's right.
I thought they've got them going.
Do they?
Who's probably one of the lead businesses in the world? Chick-fil-A. And what'd they go to? Halo lights. Does that not tell you everything?
Tells me a lot.
Tells you a lot.
End of the story right
and then
there.
Right now, and the thing is, everybody's going to want these at Christmas time. Also, going to go, hey, Bill, can we get these lights now? Not November 30th. No, you're not. Too late. They got to go up now. They got to get them in now. And the crew that comes by is absolutely incredible. I did where was I doing something? Laura was out of town. I got home ahead of her on Saturday night, and I texted her to please dim the lights from her phone, and she did.
Wow.
She dimmed and she was in Omaha. She was in Omaha.
That's how it works.
Dim the lights from Omaha.
She dimmed them.
Yeah.
Just like
How
that.
incredible is that,
Simple.
Steve?
Pretty incredible. The stadium where you played at Wesleyan, there's a house that it's directly east of the stadium.
Okay.
Halo lights, red, white, and blue. I noticed it.
So right off of 56 there?
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, I love that area.
Walker, I think it was 56.
Walker. Here you go. Huntington, get down.
Halo,
own that area.
HaloCustomLighting.com. Check it out today. It is time for Mozzarella Monday. We give away $25 to Valentino's every Monday for those who we decide who has the best of the weekend in life, sports, etc.
Okay.
So we have people who are chiming in. We also have a phone call off the bat. Taking a phone call.
So bring it in.
Okay, we've got Hannah on the line. Hannah, Mozzarella Monday, what do you have off the bat for us?
Hannah.
For best news of the day.
For best news of the day, we got married this last weekend.
Oh, my.
Hang on.
Whoa.
Walk us through the marriage.
Yep, help us out, Hannah.
Okay, so I got married to Derek Swanson, and we had our ceremony at a church in by Pickerel, and we had the reception at the Delray in the Haymarket.
You've been there, Bill. You know the Delray.
Delray is Delray 817? Is that right, or something like that?
Yes, that's the one.
Oh, it's incredible, isn't it? Oh,
yes.
Did you see Blitzkrieg?
Amazing job.
Did you see Blitzkrieg there,
Mr. Blitzkrieg? You see him? No,
he wasn't there. That's okay. This is incredible.
I did not.
How did the wedding go, and how'd the venue go afterwards? Give us a little bit of insight on that.
It went really good. Our pastor did a phenomenal job, threw in some jokes there, and we took a bus up to the reception, and it was great.
Oh, this sounds incredible. How old are you, Hannah? Can you tell us that?
I'm 27.
27. Okay. Perfect time to get married. You nailed it.
Agreed.
Nailed it.
Yes.
Well, congratulations on your nuptials, and you guys are a very strong contender for the gift card today.
Thank you for being a breaker.
She took time to call.
She did.
Took time to call.
Well, thank you.
Yes. Hannah and Derek.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yes.
Good
Hannah
call.
and Derek.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
Good job, guys.
Thank you, guys.
How
All
about
right.
that?
That's a good start. Their phone call.
You can just hear the bliss in their voice.
There's a lot of bliss.
How about this?
Wedded
So they got
bliss.
married Saturday, went down to the Delray 817, right down here in the Haymarket, and then called in on Monday morning. They're on their honeymoon.
Part of the honeymoon.
They're on their
where are they
part
at?
of their honeymoon was to listen to the show.
We wish that more people would include us in their honeymoon.
We'd like to be more of a honeymoon-based show if we could.
I mean, you are Dr. Love.
That's true.
There's a lot of Dr. Love success stories out there. There are.
These guys were, they were like a week ago. That wasn't even going to happen.
We're not going to get into that.
Hey, so that's a good start there.
Mozzarella Monday.
Off to a-
What else you got
Next
for us,
up,
Jake?
we got Mitch in GI says, my now wife and I also got married on Saturday. We're at the airport in Omaha, headed to St. Lucia. We're listening from the beach to early break all week.
Been to St. Lucia.
So we got two people got married.
Nice.
And they're breakers.
Nice job.
They were in the airport heading
St.
to
Lucia
St.
is
Lucia.
a beautiful spot.
Nice. And they're in the airport right now.
Yes.
Thank you. Names again, Jake?
That was G.I. Mitch.
Hey, Jake, St. Lucia's where that picture is at the
mud?
The mud. There's a mud bath.
Bill needs to see that
You
picture.
did a mud bath?
Yeah.
We need to find that
I
picture.
need to see
again.
that if I could, Steve.
Used to be on display at the old station, and it went
Hey,
missing.
Mitch is on his way with his bride to St. Lucia. Okay?
Yes.
Thank you.
Next up, we've got Jared in Ord, so our second Ord listener. We had, I think, Tom earlier, and then we have Jared now. It says, we went to a friend's cabin down by Tecumseh, hung out at their pool all day Saturday, and finished the weekend with a round of golf at the Tecumseh Country Club yesterday. A much-needed, relaxing
TCC.
weekend. That's
Good job,
Jared in Ord.
Jared.
Very good.
Okay,
golf.
next up.
Pool and golf.
This is, let's see, don't have a name here. Unnamed texter says,
Unnamed.
on Sunday, my co-ed sand volleyball team won our third title in a row. Three-peat.
Oh, where was that at location, please?
I don't know. I don't have the answer to
We'd
that.
like a name on that if we can. If he can double back.
Unnamed.
There's a
Yes,
chance
double
that
back
was at either
in the
Spikes
location.
possibly there. It might
Could
be
be
a Spikes.
That is Spike's still rolling out there.
Spikes is doing really well.
Yeah.
Next up, we have unnamed texter. Weekend on the road. Drove from Alma to West Point to see my parents and watch nephews play baseball. Saw a home run, then drove back home Friday night. Saturday morning, found out that Shohei Ohtani was pitching against the Royals. We scrambled to get ready to drive down to KC. No game plan, just went and bought tickets on the way. Got there early enough, then drove back 5.5 hours back home after the game. Sunday, drove west to McCook to celebrate my grandpa's 85th birthday at the Eagles Club. There was shuffleboard being played.
We need a name.
Unnamed texter. That's a lot of driving.
That's a pretty incredible weekend.
Yeah, we need a name.
Went from Alma to West Point.
That's right.
And then back to Alma.
Correct.
Then to Kansas City.
5.5 hours
to
drive.
watch a game. Then drive back from that, and then drove
to McCook.
I don't even know how to.
I don't even know
that's
how
a
to.
Jake trip is what
Yeah,
that is.
it's like Jake Sorensen did the itinerary.
Yep.
Here's what we're going to do.
Yep.
And then we're also going to shoot weapons in between that.
Right.
Some
Right. There's going to be some
shotguns.
Evan Williams.
Yes.
What about Shohei throwing 102 in Kansas City? He's throwing 102. Shohei.
You know what the best part of that game was? That this is sad. The Royals, that was their only win at home this entire month. They don't play today. They won one home game in the month of June. I think they had 4 or 5 series at home. Got swept 3 or 4 times and won one game.
That's it.
That is horrible.
I know.
It's embarrassing. They won the game 9-5, but awful.
They did win 9-5.
That's it. Yeah, they gave up 4 runs in the ninth. It was 9-1 entering the ninth. Almost blew it.
All right, we got 2 unnamed. We need some names on those. Right?
What's our leader so far?
Well,
Hannah.
I'm going with the last one, the unnamed.
Oh, I'm still with Hannah.
Hannah did chime in.
Hannah called in.
She called
with her husband.
Bill, can I just say this to you? Hannah called in with her name, but unnamed is hard to deal with.
I agree. We can't go unnamed, but if you had a name, but just that's quite a weekend. They went from
It
Alma
is.
to West Point, West Point back home, drove to KC to a game, came back from KC, then drove to McCook for
serious.
shuffleboard with an 85-year-old grandpa.
Shohei and shuffleboard's a great dub.
And had no plans for it.
No,
they didn't
that
even
is.
stay.
All right, I'll put a star by it.
This one won't win, but I think you'll like the story here.
like to hear it.
Cheeseburger, great
The
name by
burger.
the way.
Thank you for the name.
Says I went back to Crawford for my 20-year class reunion.
Nice.
However, only 2 of us showed up. No sports, but a lot of sightseeing in Crawford. 2 people came back for the class reunion of 20 years ago.
man.
20 years ago.
I was talking in Pender. We were right at the several of us had gathered in the street to discuss, and when one young man, we're talking about how great the alumni weekend is, and the one husband's from out of Pender. He's from Fremont, so he kept talking about Fremont, and I go, well, what was your alumni like? He goes, I don't know, I've never been back to one since I graduated. So I go, talk to the hand.
Yeah.
That's why
The big schools don't go back.
Yeah.
It's the small towns they go back.
Okay, cheeseburger. Thank you.
Okay,
I like cheeseburger.
We'll stop there.
So you think it's between cheeseburger, unnamed, that went to the game and played shovelboard, and Hannah? I'm going Hannah.
She called in with her husband.
She got married.
And the Del Rey. You love the Del Rey, Bill.
She's 27.
I said what I said.
All right, we could go 2.
We're going 2. We have to go 2, not 4. We can do 2.
Anthony's fine with 2. We can't do 4. 2 is the max.
Now, hang on now. Let's not think that I don't love Hannah too. That was great. Yeah. I thought that was awesome. I go with this one. The reason that I selected other ways, I like spur of the moment. Yeah. I like the fact that the weekend was not planned.
They just
all of a sudden they're driving back from Westport. They go, hang on, who's pitching?
Right.
Let's go.
Hey.
Yeah, let's go. Throw in 102. We have 2 winners.
Do me a favor, unnamed texter. Shoot me back your name on the text line. Who had that? We'll get you hooked up, and we'll get Hannah. If you're listening still, text us your
2.
phone number. We'll get you hooked up too, and then come by and get your $25 gift card to Valentino's here at the station, our sponsor of Mozzarella Monday.
Thank you, Jared. Thank you, Cheeseburger. Thank you, Mitch. And enjoy St. Lucia.
That's still pretty good,
St. Lucia.
Be a fun time. The spillover is next on Early Break on the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Presented by Nebco on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Husker fans, the 2025 Nebraska football season is right around the corner, and we need your support in the Sea of Red at Memorial Stadium this fall. You can now purchase a Husker football 3-game mini plan for only $185. This plan includes a ticket to USC plus Akron or Houston Christian and either Michigan State, Northwestern, or Iowa. Tickets are only available while supplies last. Purchase your Husker football 3-game mini plan today, or for more information, visit huskers.com/tickets. Go Big Red.
Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road, just south of 14th and Highway 2.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
Don't wait for Lincoln's fireworks stands to open up. Get the good stuff at Roca Crazy Cracker in downtown Roca. Stop in from June 25th through July 4th for the hot spot for rockets and more this Independence Day. Open 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. every day. It's Roca Crazy Cracker Fireworks in downtown Roca.
Hey guys, you have heard about the Farrell's 10-week challenge for years on the Ticket. If you still haven't joined us for this amazing challenge, what are you waiting for? You could be our next $1,000 winner like Derek, who just lost 30 pounds, 23 inches, and 8% body fat. Derek changed his life in the 10-week challenge, and so can you. Farrell's combines kickboxing, strength training, and nutrition coaching to get you the results you have been waiting for. Join us July 12th for the Summer 10-Week Challenge. Go to fxblincoln.com to enroll today.
We interrupt this commercial break for an important story.
There once was a man from Nebraska who went searching for food in Alaska. When his stomach was rumbling while laying in bed, he could think of only one option, Führer's cheese spread. So he left at once and drove day and night to return back home for cheese spread delight. Now his stomach is full and the voice in his head tells him no more vacations without Führer's cheese spread. Find yours today at most local grocers. Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at doorsplusllc.com. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It is time for the spillover, sponsored by Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One Love. Thank you for all the reporting we had on the raccoons today that were outside. Have we seen them at all in the last?
They
two
have
breaks?
exited with Mom. Mom came back.
Oh, you saw Mom?
Yeah.
I
Yep.
missed Mom.
Mom
Missed
came back.
too.
Yep.
Where did they go?
That
Which
direction.
Oh, they went left.
Yeah,
Okay.
went
They
left.
went to the east.
Yes.
Okay.
They seemed distraught for a while. They kept coming out of the bushes. Where's Mom?
Or confused.
Confused. Might be distraught too. But Mom's back.
It's a cousin of.
It is a cousin. It's a relative.
Very close to that.
You know, I was thinking, I know that I almost had my car blown up by a firework in Fremont on the way back.
Jake had to stop and look at his car.
I did.
He stopped and pulled over.
I said, I
and
got to
looked at
make
his
sure
car.
that nothing's wrong with it. It was so loud, and I felt it.
Oh God!
It hit something. Hit the car. At least I don't know. But even with that, I feel like we should still be generous today and give out fireworks. Should we?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It's very
Let's
safe.
show the box again.
It's very safe to do it right now.
Watching the video
Look at that
stream.
box.
This is courtesy of our friend Scooter at Roca Crazy Cracker, which is open. Been open since last
they're
week.
What's that box cost?
This is a $90 box for you. It's free.
What would the cost-
$99 though?
Free
$99
$99.
if you win this today.
What caller could win this? This is incredible.
I think we're looking at caller 7 today.
Caller 7.
Does that work?
Caller 7, it's on.
Rudy, 402-464-5685. Caller 7 will get this box of fireworks. Not for me. You got to get it.
Where do you go?
Roca Crazy Cracker. I will tell Scooter your name. He'll have your information. If you tell him you won the fireworks, he will give you this $90 value box for free $99.
What's it say on the side there? Your hands blocked. What's it say?
Aerial Domination is the name
Aerial
of it.
Domination.
Yeah. Look at that.
I would say if this were me, I went out there. I'd say
Artillery
if I
shells.
got this for $90, I'd spend an additional $90. That's
Get
free
two
money.
boxes.
Yeah, and just crush it.
Get 2 boxes.
Yeah, get
So
two
Sanderson
boxes.
won on Friday.
Sandy.
He told me, he said, I will get that. I will get probably $200 more fireworks. So he's going to certainly get a lot of fireworks from Scooter in Roca.
Sandy.
Is Sandy with us today?
Yeah, he's been with us. Yeah, he's been here.
Hi, Sandy.
Caller 7 is winning the fireworks. So,
Did we ever get a name from unnamed texter that
let me look back here real
that
quick.
drove all over the state?
I don't see
And in
unnamed
Kansas
texter.
City.
There's a chance that unnamed texter had to go to work. He's at that a little earlier in the day, so I put that on there earlier.
Gotcha.
Spillover material
Okay.
update on
Yeah.
Kansas's new stadium. What they've done looks really great, according to John, our listener, but lots of work to do yet. So they're going to play in it, though, right?
I wonder if it's full capacity. I wonder if that's a
No.
Where's it at? Is it
same spot?
Is it?
Well, I'm assuming
did they tear down the booth?
I'm assuming what they did was that they lowered the field, but maybe they didn't. Because they never had a track around it,
right?
So I'm assuming that they lowered the field and brought the seats in down to it. That's the only way to make it a cool setting. Because remember, the north end zone, Steve, was a long ways away.
Oh, God.
a long
Yes.
ways away.
Yes.
It was
Eternity.
not good. It was terrible.
Yeah, it was not a great. I mean, I'd say the setting was good, but the stadium wasn't great. The setting was beautiful.
Anytime you go to a stadium and there's a track around it, it's
Dick,
like
you were there.
I've been there twice to
Yeah, I've
Kansas
been there
Stadium.
twice.
Do you remember?
I want to say 2000.
Was it Kansas,
4,
Oklahoma?
A year that Nebraska got beat by Kansas. I think was that 05 or 06? I don't know, sometime in the early mid 2000s.
Was it the 73 game?
No, God, no, it was not.
73
no,
point
it was not there. No, before
Then you
that.
got
But then I saw Kansas almost
Yeah.
beat Oklahoma.
Yeah.
But Caleb Williams was the quarterback for Oklahoma, and they should have won the game. But Remember, he took the ball on 4th down away from his running back that was going to get stuffed, and he pulled it forward for the first down.
It was like a rugby play.
Yeah. Yes. And so Oklahoma won. It would have been a massive, massive, massive upset, but did not happen.
Do you remember the configuration of the stadium?
Yes, it was not very impressive.
You remember the setting that was beautiful on that campus?
Yes. Yes, that's a beautiful setting. The stadium itself was nothing to brag about, and that's why they redid it, tore it down.
Okay. Kansas.
So thank you for the update on that, Sip.
You're welcome. This is spillover.
Should we talk to Lance sometime soon?
We should.
Probably should.
We probably should. This is probably the time to do it, right? Yes, he's on vacation. Maybe that's
probably down in Florida.
Yeah.
He's probably down in Florida.
Yeah, he's got multiple homes now.
Yes, multiple homes. That's
doing
what
well.
happened. Yeah, doing very well.
That's what happens.
Higher tax bracket, but still doing very well.
Lance needs it. He wants. I was reading that yesterday about. I had forgotten they started 1-5 last year. That's a nightmare for Lance. Yeah. It is. Lance is used to
lost
winning.
to UNLV, I think, early in the season.
That was the one that got him.
That
UNLV.
Yep. On a Friday night.
On a Friday night. They had numerous chances to win that game.
UNLV lost Danny Odom. And now who's there?
That's it.
The former Florida coach.
Dan Mullen.
Dan Mullen.
I talked to Dan about 3 weeks ago. Had a long conversation with him.
Name dropper.
I did talk to him for about.
How was he doing?
He's doing really good. Yeah, he talked about everything they were doing. He said he just happened to reach out to me. We hadn't talked for a while. We hadn't talked since we saw each other at the Alex Smith thing.
Ask any other questions. I'm a reporter, but I'm just gonna act like I'm not.
So it was good. You had a great conversation.
Dan Mullen.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Friend of Bill.
Yeah. We coached together at Utah.
Oh, okay.
That's the
coached together at
relationship.
Utah.
There's the hook.
There's the hook.
What was he coaching at that point? Dan.
Quarterbacks.
Coaching quarterbacks.
Is that his specialty?
What's that? Quarterbacks especially. And also he was out for a jog one time and he rolled his ankle and we had to go pick him up over at the student union because he couldn't get back and he limped the entire year. Limped the entire year. I'll have to ask. Whenever I'd usually see him, I always ask him, how's the ankle?
I can see it.
How's the ankle?
That's not good.
What's his response to that, Bill?
Usually I think it's pretty funny. So, but no, it's good. It was fun to catch up with Dan.
All right. That's good spillover material.
It was.
Are we doing a show tomorrow?
We will be here tomorrow. July 1st tomorrow. We'll be here.
Normal show.
Show.
Right. And then we have Thursday. We have a big outing.
We'll be at the Residence Inn, the brand new hotel in the Haymarket.
Is there parking for me and Steve?
We will have parking for you.
Okay.
Go take care of it. They might even valet it for you.
And there's going to be breakfast items. Is that correct?
You're eating breakfast the whole time. It's not really 3 hours of eating.
I know this. The one way I'm eating a waffle is if I make the waffle myself.
They will encourage that for you.
Make a fluffy waffle. Yeah. Sounds good.
That's it for us. The drive is next. We will see you guys tomorrow.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen,